Eagles. Eagles.
Welcome in, everybody, to a Thursday edition of Birds 365 as we now inch closer to NFL Week 16. The Philadelphia Eagles are taking on the Washington Commanders, an NFC East opponent. Johnny Mac, how you doing on this Thursday morning, brother?
Doing well. Trying to get through week to Christmas. Week 16.
Yeah, man.
NFC East about to be captured, perhaps. Even if it's not, it's coming at some point. And number one seed talk. 12-2 Eagles. Always relevant. People shouldn't take that for granted this holiday season.
Certainly
Seems
always
like they're always relevant.
And certainly winning a lot of football games with this regime, whether you love them or you hate them or you like them or you don't. They win a lot, and that's a good thing to have, especially as an Eagles fan, because it's not always like that. So good stuff there. We'll dive into this Week 16 game today. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning. Don't forget to hit that like button. This morning, we've had a lot of great stuff going on the channel this week. We're all in the Christmas spirit, or at least I am in the Christmas spirit. And we did another giveaway yesterday on the show. And yesterday, John, I'll show you this. I met with our great viewer. I had tea like Jalen.
Oh,
Brandon.
like Jalen. Yeah. Everybody coming over for
Jason
tea.
A-Team. And I gave him his giveaway, and I think Jason's in the chat. So big shout out to Jason A-Team. Anybody that's close by, I will hand deliver your giveaways. But not everybody is close by. But that was a lot of fun. It was cool meeting the viewer, Johnny Mac. You know how I like.
We got listeners in Europe. Yeah. So,
yeah, but we got listeners.
I don't think you can hand deliver those.
No, we had one guy comment. He's like, I live in Bali, Indonesia. Do you think you can hand deliver? I said, I don't think I can make that one happen. But if you're around the city, I'll do it. So that was a lot of fun. Jason 18, appreciate it, brother. And that's been a lot of fun to do this week. Johnny Mac, let's dive into what the latest Eagles news. You were down there at practice yesterday. Start with that. Big rest day yesterday for the Birds, and then obviously the Bryce Huff news. Bryce Huff has been activated, or at least put on the 21 day window.
They opened his practice window. So
So
good news there is not necessarily he'll be back this week, but it's pretty clear he's going to be back for the postseason, and that's a bigger thing. I know everybody's disappointed in Bryce Huff, but and what he was before he got injured compared to what he was supposed to be. But man, going with the 3-man rotation on the edge was going to be difficult each and every week. Especially when you talk about, like last week, they had 43 defensive snaps, and that helps out a lot. But you can't count on that every week, even as well as the Eagles defense is playing. That's a really low number. So if you get into a game where you're playing 60, 70, 80 snaps, you really want that fourth guy. And Bryce Huff can slot in, and he'll be above Jalix Hunt. I think Nolan Smith has done enough to keep the starting job.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Nolan Smith has really come on as a player since Bryce Huff went down. And I don't say this to criticize Bryce Huff. It's obviously good to get a body back, but I don't know if it's a good idea, John, to limit Nolan Smith because of this.
Now, I don't think they will. They have a built-in excuse. You know, as I said, he's still got a cast on from his wrist surgery, so they got a built-in excuse. And I think they'll keep it status quo with Nolan as far as being the starter. But I think it's important, and I bring up, you know, Huff's snaps weren't that bad. It's just the expectations measured against the expectations. And they didn't trade him for Hassan Reddick, but he was brought in, make no mistake, to be the centerpiece of this pass rush. The centerpiece, and he's not even close to that.
Well, break that down for me. What do you mean the snaps weren't that bad? Is it pass rush win rate? Pressure percentage? What are you looking at that? Because listen, I don't profess to be the knower of all things defensive end in the NFL, but I didn't see him create much pressure or do anything exceptionally well in any area of the game.
Well, I don't think he did anything exceptionally well, but I think he was competent. And that's not what the Eagles wanted. I'm not trying to. Again, that's what confuses things. Like if this guy was an undrafted free agent, that's how I phrase it, which he was originally. But I mean, an undrafted free agent coming in, you'd say, "Oh, this guy's helping. This guy's helping as part of the rotation." That's what I'm saying. That's not. I'm not
I
trying
got
to
you.
say that's acceptable. I'm not saying that's what they wanted. That's what they thought they were getting. They thought they were getting a double-digit sack pass rusher. That's what they thought. So measured against those expectations, it's a failure. But we're past those expectations when it comes to the Eagles, and now it's about winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
And to get a competent piece back in the rotation, I think is a positive thing. And if you look at again, we cite PFF. Some people like it, some people don't like it. They got I think 116 guys who played enough to be ranked on the edge this year. He's 44th. He's 44th.
Not bad.
I mean, if you look, that's what I'm saying. If you look at his snaps, snap to snap, it's just competent. Not, they expected much more. So for the people that can put those two things aside,
Right.
say,
forget that now. We're in a different mode where we're going for a Super Bowl.
So he can help. And I think that was the whole goal of the Eagles. As he was trying to fight through the injury, they said, all right, he's so limited. Let's get the surgery. Maybe he'll be able to be back and healthier and use his hand a little bit more and can help this rotation. And I mean, I think it's a big deal that he's back. I really do, from that perspective. Because Alex Hunt was not setting the world on fire. He was doing okay, but
I think he was in the book of competent, or in the basket of competency.
He'll be if Bryce Hupp is healthy, he'll go above Alex Hunt right away.
That's what I was thinking. Do you think Nolan Smith has taken that top?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I think he has too. Okay. So you're thinking Nolan Smith, then Bryce Huff instead of Nolan Smith and Alex Hunt.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be, and if you're going to look at it like that, starters are Josh and Nolan Smith, then Bryce is number 3, then Alex Hunt would be number 4. And Alex will still play because that's the whole point. You want the 4th guy, but I think Bryce Huff can be helpful for this defense and make them better.
Yeah,
I guess the disappointment.
I guess right now it's not the right time, admittedly, to look ahead. But the reason I like Alex and Nolan being on the field is I don't know what the Eagles organization right now feels about Bryce Huff. I don't know how easy it is or how willing they would be to move on from that contract quicker than expected. But
they can do both. They can run him. Alex is a rookie. They got him for 4 years.
That's what I mean. So him getting time is developing him and making your defense better for longer.
That's a 6-win team talk. This team's trying to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree.
This is, go win a Super Bowl, then have those difficult discussions in the offseason, and you still got Alex Hunt around here. Plenty of time to develop. That was the whole plan to begin with.
Player, Alex.
Yeah, there's a good chance. He's got a lot of upside. But right now, he's probably not ready, and he's thrown into the deep end of the pool. And, there's no hurry, and he's going to play.
Has Hunt exceeded what you were expecting of him, or what?
Well, I didn't think he was going to play at all. So, I mean, he's playing, and he doesn't look overwhelmed. So that's all a plot positive,
right?
But so from that standpoint, I didn't expect him to play at all. Sort of the pseudo redshirt season, and that's the way it was going until 2 injuries. Remember, it's not just Bryce Hupp; then it was Brandon Graham. So if those guys are healthy, he's just a special teams guy, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. That was the original plan. That should have been the original plan. But now that he's been thrown into the deep end of the pool, he's shown, he's not overwhelmed, and that's all you can ask for a third round pick that was a bit of a developmental prospect.
Good stuff there. So we'll get Bryce Huff back. John, with the 21-day window being open, explain that to me. Is that he can come back at any time? Is that it's going to be 21 days? Like when can we expect to see Bryce Huff in a game, do you think?
No, they have 21 days from yesterday to put him on the 53-man roster, or then if not, he goes back to injured reserve and he's out for the season. So they have 21 days to make the decision. Is he ready to help? Is he ready to play? If he's ready to play and has a good practice, they can activate him at any time.
Okay.
He can play this weekend. And clearly they're going to activate him. It's just a matter of when. My guess is they're going to activate him this weekend, but it'll depend on practice and how he looks, because as I said, he still has a cast on his arm. So you got to see how he handles it, how much he can help. Is he ready? All that kind of stuff. But they didn't activate his practice window to not put him back on the 53-man roster.
Right. I mean, it's December 19th, so the 21-day window would basically end at the end of the season, I think, right? I mean, I don't know when our last game is this year. Was it January 6th or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Somewhere in that range.
So it's December 18th. 13th would be 13. January 8th would be the last day they could activate him, and they will. Barring a setback, he's going to be back at some point.
Right.
I would bet on this weekend, to be honest.
Yeah, so we'll see. Overall positive thing, and I think Johnny Mac said it well. We're no longer looking for a $17 million edge rusher out of Bryce Huff, as much as that would have been nice to get. We are moving on to Super Bowl aspirations, and we added a competent body back to the rotation at a very thin position of need. So it's good that the Eagles got him back. John, you were down at NovaCare Complex yesterday, a big rest day for a lot of starters. Anything else stick out to you worth knowing, telling the people about with the practice, players, anything? And then we'll get into the press conferences, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. But just your thoughts on anything that stuck out to you yesterday at practice.
Well, I think the eyes were on Landon Dickerson, who got hurt in the game, had to come out, replaced by Tyler Steen. AJ Brown a little bit because he took that hip drop tackle. Some people will see if they called a hip drop tackle on Saturday. Looked like he banged up his ankle a little bit, so that's always a concern. And Saquon Barkley, because he was obviously dealing with something. So those were the players to really focus on, and all of them were out there. Big rest day. The Eagles have scaled back to their Wednesday walkthroughs. They do this every year at the end of the season. It took a little bit longer this year because of Big Fangio, to be honest. But they're in the Wednesday walkthrough mode. So, basically the entire offensive line got a rest day. All the skill position players, AJ, DeMonte, Saquon. Interestingly, the defense, because of Big, they don't get rest days. Now they're much younger.
Mm-hmm. Even Slay, is Slay getting rest days?
He has in the past. He didn't yesterday, which is interesting. There's a few guys. Josh Sweat has gotten them in the past. He didn't yesterday. So it's interesting from that standpoint, just the dichotomy of offense versus defense. But the only guys they of the resting players that also had injury designations were Landon Dickerson with the knee and Devontae Smith, who's dealing with a bit of a back injury. So that's something we have to keep an eye on today, whether they'll be limited, how close it is. And then Britton Covey should be back this week. He was a full practice. Again, these are all estimations because it was walkthrough. Jalen Hurts with his finger. And with Barkley, they didn't give him an injury designation. So that's a positive. Just rest. But, as I always go back, we talked about Kirk Cousins earlier this week. I think people don't understand. Like a lot of times, like if people watch that show, and I know you did, Zander, Kirk Cousins was never on the injury report that
I
year.
know.
Never.
That's why
Because
when I see people tweet that Kirk Cousins is robbing teams, I'm like, well, he maybe didn't live up to his contract. I don't think he's robbing teams. He's actually out there playing games.
no, but yeah, but I didn't bring it up for that. I brought it up for the fact that people assume if there's no injury designation, you're fine.
Right.
Like he's banged up. But a lot of players don't want that listed because they don't want the other team aware of it. They don't want the other team focusing on it, guys trying to hit it, things like that. In the case of Landon, obviously he left the game, so you have to be a little bit more clear cut. So, there's a lot of guys fighting through things at this stage of the season, which is why the Eagles kind of scale back to walkthroughs. And as long as you're going to be a full participant in practice, you don't have to list an injury. And so yesterday in the estimated walkthrough, Saquon didn't participate, but it was listed as rest. So we'll see today what happens.
Are you allowed to list rest as many times as you want?
Yeah.
So you don't really have to list an injury. You can miss practice and just list rest if you really wanted, right?
Well, you're not going to rest the guy 3 straight days. So
okay, right. So you're saying
that's why I bring up Cousins. It's like you can't list him as rest, and then play him. That's not going to fly. But you can manipulate it,
right?
On a walkthrough day like this.
Yeah, got to keep it within reason.
So Saquon is going to practice today, and if he's limited, they're probably going to have to list something. But if he practices fully, which he probably will, because he doesn't do much at practice, that's how they manipulate it.
Right.
So that's sort of the inner workings of the injury reports.
Speaking of Saquon, John, I guess I'm going to ask you to speculate here. I'm assuming you haven't been given any more information. What would you speculate that was in the game? I'm not saying it was anything big or anything, but I thought it was a little odd just the way the whole thing played out, where he was playing in the third and fourth quarter, but he missed the entire second quarter. It looked like he was kind of like loosening up his leg on the sideline at times. Like, was there something there? Was he injured? Was he not injured? Or was it just a little nag? Looked like he got popped to the knee from that.
It was definitely the right leg. And, he spoke yesterday, and he, downplayed it. It's just, you play running back in the NFL, you're going to get popped.
Right.
And you're anybody who thinks any running back in this league isn't banged up, any lead running back who's healthy, and I put that in quotations, and he was banged up and he needed some time to get it right and was able to get back in the game. It happens all the time. But he was dealing with something because he was visibly for a long period of time trying to loosen up that right leg. And he downplayed it yesterday because he's going to play. And like I said, you don't want to give any, from a football player standpoint. Now everybody's watching film. The Commanders know exactly what he was dealing with because they see him trying to loosen it up just like we saw it. But it's just part of it, playing, especially that position. Like Kobe played with a big brace on his right arm. I mean, he's not on the injury report. He doesn't wear a big brace on his right arm typically.
He was really good versus
Steelers. And he was great. These guys fight through a lot. I think people don't realize that sometimes.
Yeah, no doubt. Eagles all day. I think he just checked in. You did speak on Dickerson, but just real quick, the update, because I think he's obviously the big name that people were concerned about. Just give the update real quick one more time, John, on Landon.
Yeah, he was out there. He didn't practice. And again, it was a walkthrough, so he was resting. They rested the entire starting offensive line. All 5 were estimated as did not practice. Landon was listed as rest /knee. So he's dealing with a knee injury. It's actually another guy. He's been dealing with that since training camp, to be honest. Tough guy, fights through it. He's out there. He's going to play. It is something to keep an eye on, though, because it's been one of those things where he gets banged up and he might have to leave for a time, and sometimes he comes back in. But yeah, I would expect Landon to play. But today will be a big day, and if he's limited, that's still a good sign. I expect him to be limited as long as he's practicing in some form. I think it's pretty comfortable to say that he's going to be out there.
Yeah, it's always a good day to thank Jeff Stoutland, John. Think about this. I had somebody on the post-game show, one of our great viewers, come on with me, and they're like, we had 3 offensive linemen go down today. They weren't down, obviously, for the full game or anything, but three moments in the game where you had to replace an offensive lineman. I don't think there's any other team in the league that could have handled it like the Eagles do, where you almost didn't miss a beat. Now, you obviously didn't get the all-pro level play, but you almost didn't miss a beat where you look at a team like the Niners, they lose Trent Williams, their entire offensive game plan goes to shit, you know, and it's pretty crazy how good the Eagles offensive line, not only the front unit is, but really, I mean, it seems like our backups are even good at this point. I mean, they're not great, but Fred Johnson's a solid backup. Tyler Steen is solid. In the middle, it's impressive what the Eagles offensive line and what Jeff Stoutland has done with that team, with that unit.
Yes and no. I think they do a better bet, but there's a tremendous drop off. I mean, there is a tremendous drop.
Well, can we blame them? We got 5 Pro Bowlers on the.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, like there is a tremendous drop off from Lane to Fred Johnson, even though Fred has done a nice job. And as a backup, you're right. Very few teams have 5 good starters, so very few teams have competent backups. But you know, the history of this team without Lane Johnson is not good on the field. You know, Tyler Steen for Landon Dickerson wasn't great last week, to be honest. So that starting 5 is off the charts.
Yeah.
The backups, Jack played 1 play, Jack Driscoll.
Yeah, he didn't come in long.
Yeah, so I wouldn't get too hyped. You don't want those guys out there. Right?
I still love Jeff Stoutland. John Forte checks in. Appreciate you, John. We'll do a Q&A today, guys. We have no guest in hour number 2, so we're going to dive deep into this Eagles Commanders preview. I think our toughest game left of the year, obviously, with the Cowboys and the Giants on the horizon. Cowboys, you don't want to go to sleep on them. You don't want to let them get the win there, but I think this is our toughest game. So we'll dive deep into that, and then we'll do a Q&A. I'll take some of your guys' super chats. And we'll talk to John about them. John Forte, who says he's new to the channel. John, awesome, man. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate you watching. We got the morning show, John, 8 to 10 a.m., Johnny Mack and myself. John's an Eagles reporter, #1 Eagles beat reporter, and then we have the afternoon show with Big Sills, Dan Silly, the National Football Show from 2 to 6. So appreciate you being here on the channel, my friend. He says, all this Eagles Super Bowl talk is getting me worried. Call me superstitious. Let's concentrate on the 1 seed and the bye. Great picks, new to the channel.
Yeah, I'm not superstitious, John. So I don't believe in things that aren't believable. So but yeah, that stuff doesn't from the Eagles standpoint. Look, Nick is very focused on week by week, almost times. So the Eagles won't do it. You don't have to worry about them. They're worried about going 1-0 this week. They're not necessarily worried about the 1 seed. Now, again, there's human nature. Zach Bond, talked to him yesterday. He talked about it a little bit, but he's got the right mindset of he won a division title as a rookie in New Orleans, and he was asked about winning a division title, and he's like, it's cool, you get a t-shirt and a hat, and then you go to the next one, the next milestone. So they have the right mindset. But yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl on this team because that's the goal of this team, on this show, because that's the goal of this team. And no matter what I say, if they're going to make the Super Bowl, if they're not going to make the Super Bowl, that's not going to affect the result. So I'm not a superstition guy.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a parade in Philly this year. We will see how it all plays out. Daz checked in. You like the Grinch? Sill's Grinch, John. You can see his
What
profile.
is still saying the Eagles stink? I don't
Well,
know.
no, I guess
I'm
I've just been
I'm at
messing
the
with Twitter.
NovaCare complex during this show, so I
I've
can't.
I've just been messing with him all week about calling him the Grinch, and it looks like Dad. If you look at his profile picture, what is that, Dad? Is that Grok AI, Daz, that made that picture of Cilio as the Grinch? That's pretty funny stuff. And we gave out a Grinch hoodie because of Sills being the Grinch, so that was a lot of fun to do yesterday. Daz, appreciate that. Appreciate everybody. John, let's dive into this Eagles Commanders game this weekend. How do you see it right now? Commanders are, they started off the year real hot. I think they're still playing pretty good football, but they're not. I don't view them as there yet. You know how I kind of view the Commanders, John? I kind of view them as a 2021 Eagles, if that makes sense, where the quarterback came in and obviously changed where they were at, but they're not quite ready to compete with the alpha dogs of the NFL yet. I don't know if that's a good comp. It's a good comp in my head, but how do you see them right now?
Yeah, they're a good team, not a great team. They took a step up. I think you're right in the fact that you probably got to worry about them more next year than this year. And if you look at the history of the NFC East, what are we at? 20 consecutive years. You haven't had back-to-back champions. So the Eagles are going to win the NFC East. That means they probably aren't going to win it next year. And if history holds,
yeah, how many years is it? Wait, 21, 20?
21, I think.
21 years. Whew.
So 20 or 21. But so if history holds, somebody else is going to win it, and that's probably going to be Washington. That's sort of how this league works. You have to learn, you have to go through it, you have to get there. I think they're going to be able to be a playoff team, but even that's iffy. They got to finish strongly to make the playoffs. And that'll be a positive for them, whether they're one and done or not, to go through that. So yeah, they're a good team, but not a great team. And certainly they started the practice window of Jonathan Allen, which is a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, man.
So I don't know where he is, if he's close, because he hasn't played for a long time. But obviously that would be a big bolster for them on the defensive front. They do have Marcus Lattimore back finally after they traded for him. So
Marcus, I thought it was Marshawn, isn't it?
Marshawn.
Yeah.
I always call him Marcus. There's
yeah.
Marshawn's back. And their rookie corner's very good. Quinion, I was talking to Quinion yesterday. The rookie corners he's in this class have been really good.
Yeah.
Really good. And you don't see that often. And Quinion was talking about he got close to basically everybody. His whole class. He loves the class.
Does that have anything to do with college? They just throw the ball around all.
Yeah, I think it does. I mean, yeah.
These corners got to run so damn much in college.
Yeah, I think it does. It's like we all talk about quarterbacks and how they've regressed at the college level, but the receivers, and I talked about it even with Samaje Beals, who's a local high school product from Roman Catholic. I got to see him play. Boy, man, he's advanced from a standpoint of where you used to be. And I was talking to somebody about it. All they do in the offseason is play 7-on-7. So it's tough to it's tough to develop offensive, defensive linemen, but the wide receivers and corners are getting better and better and better because that's all they do through the entire offseason. So anyway, Mike Sandra still, it's such a weird name, but
yeah, it's hard to pronounce. He had a pretty good game last time we played them too. He's impressive. He's a good player.
He's a very good rookie corner, and Lattimore's tremendous. So they're getting better a little bit from that standpoint. And then just the nature of playing the team a second time, and it's on the road this time, and it's a good team. It's, if you're not on your P's and Q's this week, you can look at it. If you played like you did against Carolina, you're going to be probably in trouble. If you played like you did against Pittsburgh, you're probably fine. That's sort of where we are with the Eagles.
Yeah, so we got a good. The game is what, 1 o'clock this weekend, right? Yeah, 1 o'clock matchup, not Northwest Stadium, Johnny Mac. So you'll be going down to Northwest
Ugh.
Stadium in
You can call
Landover.
it. You can call it something new. Worst trip of the year every year.
Yeah, I know.
Just a disaster area. Camp Josh Harris, get that new stadium built, buddy. I don't like as a
Now they're
Sixers
trying to
owner.
pass it through Congress, and now they're fighting about it in Congress right now about getting the funding from them. So who knows about all that shit? For those who like the commentators, I'll give you the update on them. Joe Davis is on the call. He's one of my favorite commentators in all of sports right now. He does an amazing job on the NFL and the MLB. So he does the World Series, just tremendous. And Greg Olson, who's really good. So it'll be good to get the commentary from those guys. John, Commanders 9-5. They started 7-2, so they slowed a little bit. They're 2-2 against the NFC East this season, and they're trying to come in here or not come in here. We're going there, and knock off the Philadelphia Eagles. What are the keys for them to try and do that against a team that I think is far and away better than they are?
Well, it starts with the running game. Very close. If you look at the first game, I mean, they did what they needed to do basically for most of the game, to be honest, and weren't able to sustain it. And that was a fourth quarter sort of Saquon game. But you saw, I mean, they did a very good job in the run game. Now, Jaden Daniels has got to play better. I don't think he had a really bad game early in the season. I forget. It might have been against Tampa. I forget who it was against, but he had a really bad game early in the season. And that was probably his second worst game against the Eagles. He was not good. And I like Vic against young quarterbacks. I say that all the time. I'll take Vic Fangio against a young quarterback. I think that's advantage Eagles, but he almost has to play a little bit better. And, when plays are there, he needs to make them. But I thought you saw the formula. I thought they executed their formula pretty well in the first game between the two teams, and they just weren't able to sustain it for 4 quarters. So they got to get, those 5 yards, 6, 7 yards, similar to Chuba Hubbard a couple weeks ago as well. Because Brian Robinson he's a good back, but he isn't the most explosive back in the world. So very limited margin of error, what I always talk about, but they have to play a certain way. And they were playing, like, to their credit, they were playing that certain way in the first game. If people remember, it was, kind of iffy. Wasn't, that was, I guess, week 11, somewhere around there. The first game, that was at Lincoln Financial Field. And
week 11? I thought that was earlier.
No, it was week 11.
You're right. Yeah, because
and remember, they took the lead into the fourth quarter. They were winning the football game for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Now it was very low scoring. Maybe 10-3, a 10-6, whatever it was. And then Saquon kind of broke out with the 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. I still remember the great Cam Jurgens block. And then Jordan Mailata was like...
That was a Jason Kelsey-esque block by Jurgens.
So it was like a 39-yard touchdown, a 23-yard touchdown. And that was under 5 minutes left in the game when it kind of fell apart. So that's exactly what they have to do, but they just have to sustain it for 4 quarters. And that's easier said than done.
John, Eagles offensively coming into this game. I'll talk about the Commanders offense in a second. They're pretty good. They're a pretty good offense. They're 5th in the NFL. Eagles are 6th in the NFL. And their passing offense is much higher rated than ours at 16th in the NFL. But their defense, John, looking at their defense, excellent pass defense, 4th in the NFL. They're giving up 189 yards per game, but their rushing defense, they're down at 25th in the NFL. Is this a simple game where you feed the ball to Saquon and you work to the passing game in as a secondary, or do you view it more as are they going to come out slinging it like they did versus Steelers?
Yeah, I mean, it's boring. I feel like Nick is said that at his press conferences maybe 3 or 4 consecutive times when he talks about focusing on 1 week at a time. I feel like the same way when you ask me this question. What's working, basically?
Right. Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened in the first game between the two teams. So, but they did want to get the passing game going against Pittsburgh, no matter what they say. That was the focus of the week. And they did get it going. And I hope they learned certain things. One of them, most notably, is tempo. You know, they used those empty sets to get Jalen Hurts into a rhythm. And Jalen himself described that rhythm. Do it again, but we'll see. You know, playing on the road, even though traditionally Eagles fans will take over FedEx Field or Northwest Stadium, whatever we want to call that dump. I remember Nick Piero.
Northwest. Is that what I said it was? Northwest?
Northwest, yeah. Our old buddy Nick Piero once got suspended for calling it a toilet bowl. I have no problem calling it a toilet bowl.
Suspended? What do you mean? Who suspended him? They suspended his
the Allentown Morning Call suspended him. Yeah, so
what the hell?
Yeah, it's a dump.
I now have a bone to pick with the Allentown Morning Call.
Anybody who doesn't think it is a dump has never been there, and there's no reason you have to pretend it isn't. You know, sewage would drop on the fans.
I know. This is the stadium that almost collapsed on Hurts too, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It is a absolute abject disaster of a stadium. So
I'm honestly surprised the NFL has let it go that long. I mean, you literally almost had a star quarterback taken down by a falling.
Yeah, and then we came back because that was a big deal, obviously.
Yeah,
and when we come back next year, and that their fix was they had a couple ropes around it,
a couple zip ties. Oh, yeah. Great! Thank you, Washington.
Yeah. So yeah, I have no problem calling it what it is, but you know, they're better, obviously, Washington. So the fans are more excited. Maybe it'll be more representative. I can't imagine that there won't be a lot of Eagles fans there though. And they're banged up. That's, you know, of all the things, and the Eagles are very good, obviously number 1 defense, number 6 offense, as you mentioned. They're obviously very good, very talented. They're also very healthy compared to everybody else. And that's the same thing with Washington. Much longer injury reports coming into the week. Sam Cosmi was sick, so I think he's going to play. He didn't practice. Zach Ertz is in the concussion protocol. So we'll see if their kicker's hurt. I don't know who's going to kick for him. We have to see that. They started the practice window, as I said, on Jonathan Allen. I don't know if he's going to play. Jeremy Chin's in the concussion protocol. Frankie Luvu was a rest guy, so he'll be fine. He's a very good player. Luke McCaffrey was limited. He's sort of their third receiver. Deron Payne was limited. He's their other good interior player with Jonathan Allen. Dante Fowler's one of the better pass rushers. He's dealing with a groin, so they got a bunch more injuries than the Eagles do.
Yeah, they did get that. They get Lattimore back, so he wasn't in the. They just traded for him, I think,
trade deadline.
Yeah, just traded for him at the deadline, so he didn't play in our first matchup, so he'll be back out there. But I don't know, John. We got AJ Brown. I'm not really worried about Marshawn Lattimore.
No, he's a very good player, though. I mean.
Yeah, is there any area of the team where you think that the Commanders are better than the Philadelphia Eagles? Because right now I'm having a hard time. QB, no. Running back, no. Wide receivers, no. Offensive line, no. Defensive line, no. Linebackers, no. Cornerbacks, no. Coaching, no. I'm not a Dan Quinn guy. Who's their tight end? They got a solid tight end. They got Ertz and
John Bates. Yeah, they're probably better. They're probably, if Zach can play, they're probably better right now, but they're not better if the Eagles have Goddard, but they don't have Goddard. Boy, should I upset the people?
Yeah,
I mean,
you should.
linebacker, they're
Give it to us straight. Tell us how it is.
linebacker, they're very good. That I would rate that as even, but
Yeah,
that's a surprise that it's even from the Eagles standpoint because Wagner and Lubu are really freaking good. And we didn't expect the Eagles linebackers to be this good, but they've been so good. I'd say it's a push. That's their strongest position, no doubt. I mean,
Zach
if you want to, if you want to,
PFF though, Zach Bond graded out second in the NFL above Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, well, I mean, Zach is an All-Pro. I'm going to vote for Zach to be an All-Pro.
Do you have an All-Pro vote?
Well, PFWA, not AP, but I'm going to vote for him to be an All-Pro. But I mean, you just use PFF. I mean, if you're going to be real about this, like their quarterbacks had a better season than the Eagles quarterback. I don't care. I don't care if he's a rookie. He's had a better season. That's the reality of it. Now, Vic Fangio stopped him. So in this particular game, I have a lot of confidence, as I said, in Vic Fangio against any young quarterback, the best, the worst, and he's the best of the young quarterbacks. But if you're being real, he's had a better fucking season. I mean, you want to use PFF grades, look at those PFF grades. Look at that quarterback versus this quarterback. So if you're going to use that for Zach Bond, you got to be real about it. You know,
I have a hard time going there, but I mean, listen, I want to be objective and real. Is it statistic based? Like, I don't know. Cause I think I've tried to be fair on Jalen Hurts, where when I don't think he exceeds expectations or I don't think he plays up to the standard, as they call it, I call him out for it. When he does, I give him his props for it. At least I try to. Jalen Hurts just keeps winning, and I guess that's not the best way to gauge a quarterback, but he does have pretty good. I mean, the numbers don't jump off the page because that's not the style of player he is. But
well, PFF is not based on numbers; it's based on efficiency from play to play.
What is it? Let me look at the PFF grades.
Yeah, you don't want to look.
Let me check them out. All right, let me check them out here. Let me do the minimum dropbacks. You got to be all right. Top 50 here. All right, Lamar 1, Joe Burrow 2, Josh Allen 3. That makes a whole lot of sense. Herbert 4, Jaden Daniels is 5. Wow. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is down there. We're at 18. Yeah, so Jaden Daniels getting a much higher grading for the people who like.
I mean, if you want to be real about it, if you don't want to be real about it,
being real about it. I don't have a problem with the way Hurts is playing, so it doesn't mean that much to me. But I think it's fair to talk about and at least notify the people. The point is to make the people more educated and to know what we're talking about. So I don't think it's a bad thing to acknowledge it.
Again, individual games are about styles. Styles make fights. You know, I don't like Jaden Daniels against Vic Fangio. So I'm not that concerned about it. I'm just saying, but if you're being real over a large sample size, which is now at 14 games, one quarterback has had a better season than the other, and that quarterback ain't on Philadelphia's team. Because we were talking about, is there any place the Commanders have been better? And I'm simply pointing that out because she said, well, Zach Bond's technically ahead of Bobby Wagner, who I think Bobby Wagner's 4th at linebacker. And you're right. But if you're going to use that PFF grade to validate Zach Bond, well, there's a pretty large difference between where Jaden Daniels is and Jalen Hurts is. There ain't a large difference between Zach Bond and Bobby Wagner. All I'm trying to say, trying to keep it real.
People don't like it, John. People don't.
I know they don't like it.
People don't want to hear it.
I know they don't want to hear it, but they don't want to hear. They don't want to be. A lot of people, not all people. A lot of people like being told the truth. A lot of people don't. You know. When you talk about winning, that's the greatest asset of Jalen Hurts. I talk about it all the time. I'm the one who talks about it, I would gather, more than anybody else, because he's the rare type of player that can play poorly and still pull the horseshoe out in the fourth quarter, which is very rare. And that is a trait that I love with that particular quarterback. But Jaden Daniels has been really freaking good. And if you want to talk about winning and you want to talk about where Washington was before Jaden Daniels and where Washington is now with Jaden Daniels, and you don't see the difference, I can't help you.
We're going to turn him to a pumpkin on Sunday, John.
Already did once.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I have no reason to.
But that doesn't dismiss what he's done in the other games.
Yeah, well, he's certainly. I mean, he's going to win Rookie of the Year most likely, right? Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought for a second if Bo Nix kept winning.
Bo Nix has played very well.
Yeah,
it looks like Denver's going to make the playoffs, which is to me the biggest surprise playoff team. He deserves credit way better than Caleb Williams. Boy, Chicago.
Does Caleb Williams suck? I can't tell. I really can't tell. I
can't. Well, I don't think the organization helps him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he sucks or if Chicago's just.
No, he doesn't suck from a talent standpoint. Clearly, he's got unbelievable talent. But yeah, he's not a good quarterback right now, and he's not being helped by the organization. And he's not the, if you've seen Emmanuel Acho, which I think is a little bit unfair, but there is something to playing you see how Jalen Hurts, you're not going to see Jalen Hurts. I saw him break his freaking collarbone and he went and finished the game. He's not going to sit on the sidelines and bend over in pain. And, he's just not going to do it.
Right.
There is something to the body language thing. But, I think Acho was a little bit unfair to Caleb Williams, but I love Kevin O'Connell's quote. I've been saying it all week. Organizations fail young quarterbacks more than young quarterbacks fail organizations. I agree with that.
We'll see how it plays out. I'm going to get to our first commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue to break down this game, some of the other keys to the game. That Commanders offense is humming pretty good. John just gave you some numbers on Jaden Daniels. He is having a nice season, and their total offense is 5th in the NFL. Scoring offense, they're 6th in the NFL. Rushing offense, they're 3rd in the NFL. So passing offense 16. So they are having a nice season offensively for sure. But we got the number 1 defense in the NFL, so that's going to be a good matchup. Seth Shifley checks in. Appreciate it, guys. We'll take all super chats today. We got no guest in hour number 2 today, so just hit that like button for me. Any super chats that come, we will take your questions, and we'll take some other questions as well in hour number 2. Appreciate all of you guys. And, John, I've given away something Monday this week, Tuesday this week, and Wednesday this week. I got another one of those Fly Saquon Fly shirts. If the people get me some members today, maybe I'll make the same deal with our viewers today. If I can get 7 new members today, I will launch another giveaway. All right.
Where's our buddy James Carver? Is he healthy? Because
James Carver is the man, but I talked to him recently. He has surgery on his legs a lot. And James, I hope you're listening. He says he can't really check in or talk in the live chat as much anymore, but he is an avid listener, and he has major knee problems, I think stemming from some sort of accident a while ago. We're talking about 10 plus years.
Oh, I feel your pain, James. I hope you're doing well. I've had 6 knee surgeries. It ain't fun. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah. So we hope you're doing well. Happy holidays to James Carver.
Yeah. I don't have any knee issues yet, but I've never seen my dad a day in his life not work. My dad got double knee replacements. I've never seen him in so much pain.
Yeah. Well, don't do the double. Don't do it.
Well, my dad, he's on a bad knee for 10 years. And then the doctor's like, dude, you better get this replaced. You got nothing left in the knee. And then
doctors have been telling me to get my knee replaced for years. And I'm like, my wife got her knee replaced. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'll take the pain. Yeah.
Look at this. Terry drops in, John. See, this is it. When the people show the love, I'm showing it right back to them. Terry Hayes gives 10 memberships, which, as I said yesterday, is a little bit of a hack around the system, but I can't knock it. Dank Bird Gang gifts 1. Thank you, guys. That's 11 members today. I will do a giveaway.
Game in the system. I like the gaming of the
system.
Listen,
the system is available to be gamed. So just like the Eagles will game the system with the injury report.
Got to win outside the margins, guys.
Exactly, baby. So the people are winning outside the margins. Pretty good stuff. I have to let me see if it should tell me, okay, who the gifted members are. I'll look who the gifted members are, and stay tuned, everybody, for Zander time, as we call it, after hours here on Birds 365. I will do a giveaway today of another shirt and hat. So Abe won yesterday, Jason A-Team won on Tuesday, and shoot, what was the guys who won the Jalen Hurts authentic Kelly Green jersey? I'm blanking on his name right now. But that's who won Monday. So we'll have another giveaway today. Good stuff. Let's get to our commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about that Commanders offense, the Eagles defense, which is the best in the NFL, and it is the measuring stick for any other offense right now to go up against this defense. So we'll talk about that coming up next here on Birds 365. Appreciate all of our great viewers. Hit that like button. Before we get to the break, I do want to tell you guys about the great people at BetUS, our great sponsor, and we thank them for sponsoring the 2-hour show today. So go check them out, betus.com.pa. You can see the promo code on your screen. It's YouTube 150. It gives you 150% sign-up bonus on your very first deposit, and you get 125% on your second and third deposit. So go check them out. They have the fastest payouts in the industry, 24/7 customer support, and they'll even give you your own custom account manager. So go check out betus.com. That's betus.com.pa, and use that promo code YouTube150. We'll be back in 3 minutes, everybody, on Birds 365.
Ignite your nights with free live entertainment daily, only at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia's Center Bar. 7 days a week, enjoy some of the region's top party bands, performers, and DJs as they take the stage in the heart of the casino action. Great cocktails, live music, and lively moments. It's all happening at Center Bar at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. Visit livecasinophilly.com for more details and the complete list of upcoming events. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The following is a real testimonial from the father of a young injured victim.
I didn't think she was going to make it.
Major Perry's daughter was the victim of a horrific accident caused by someone else's negligence.
If you don't find the right counselor, law firm that you're looking for, you will get lost in the wilderness.
Badly injured? Call the Fritz and Bianculli Law Firm at 215-458-2222 and find out why they say, "We got this."
In our hometown, we all look out for each other. We step up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong as the #1 health insurer in the region. No IBX is always looking out for you.
We noticed that there was mold creeping into our basement about a year and a half ago, and wanted to make sure that we were getting rid of the problem permanently. We actually reached out to several different contractors to get it resolved, and actually 2 of them recommended DryTech to us as a long-term solution. Other than the noise factor, we wouldn't even know that there was work being done on the basement level. It's really been a clean process for us.
Score and save this football season on your car insurance. Before the next game, save up to 40% on your auto insurance policy. That's right, 40% savings. Call an Audible this season and contact the Del Val Insurance Group. They're an advocate for you, not an insurance company. That means they'll get you the right coverage and save you up to 40%. Call managing partners Fran or Jim of Del Val Insurance, 215-354-0122, or score and save at dvigi.com. dvigi.com.
EAGLES, Eagles.
Welcome back in, everybody, to a Thursday edition of Birds 365, Week 16 in the NFL. Yes, you heard that right, everybody. Enjoy it while it's here, because before we know it, we'll be talking in June or May or whatever other month, and there will be no football to watch, and hopefully we're Super Bowl champions at that point, by the way. But I'm enjoying each and every day here. The season has gone by very quick, and you guys have made it the most fun football season I've ever had. So appreciate each and everybody for being here. Hit that like button today on the show. We're going to continue to break down this Eagles and Commanders game, and because the people are the people, they fulfilled the deal. Okay, John, I said 8 new members or 7 new members, whatever I said, and now we're up to 11. So they were all gifted. So if you're out there and you were going to become a member and you don't have to now, well, you're not going to be eligible for the giveaway, but the people responded. So I will do a giveaway today. Xander Claus, John, I should have just done 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah,
12 days of Christmas, or 25 days of Christmas,
yeah.
or whatever it is.
Smart, get some subscribers. And everybody wins. You get some free swag. Everybody likes swag.
Everybody loves free
Vic Fangio jokes about it all the time. He doesn't own anything that wasn't given to him for free.
Yeah, well, that's Basilio. Basilio won't wear anything on the show that wasn't sent to him. That's why all he wears is freaking Miami gear.
By the way, can I tell a story? Because this is phenomenal. This is tremendous.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about why the Eagles are good? This is a perfect example. There's a story about the Jets that came out this morning. Diana Rossini, Mike Silver, her old buddy Zach Rosenblatt, who used to cover the Eagles years ago, writing about the Jets were trying to trade for Jerry Jeudy, who eventually went from Denver to Cleveland, and Woody Johnson nixed the trade because Judy's player rating in Madden was too low.
What? On Madden?
Yes. Which anybody who watches the show, no, I hate that time of year to the point that, fans take it too, and to be honest, a lot of players take it too seriously. But yeah, that's what you're talking about. The level of ownership in Philadelphia versus the level of ownership in not every city, but almost every terrible organization in this league. You can almost always trace it back to ownership. There's not, we're talking about Washington this week, and all of a sudden they're a playoff contender and they've won 9 games. A lot of that has to do with the move away from Daniel Snyder, who was the worst owner in probably pro sports. And I don't even think Josh Harris is that good of an owner from a basketball perspective, but he's not an embarrassment like Daniel Snyder. Yeah, I mean that sums it up.
That's insane. That is insane.
That sums it up, though. That is a phenomenal story. It's at The Athletic if everybody wants to read it. But
Jets. The Jets will always be the
and
Jets.
I blame myself because I bought into the Jets hype this preseason because I thought on paper
they might be good. Yeah,
I thought on paper that's a pretty good team talent wise, but man, when you have ownership like that, and I feel bad for Joe Douglas because I know Joe Douglas, he was here as a good guy, but that's why, man, sometimes it's better to, it's tough to say turn down a job because there's only 32 of these things from a GM coach perspective. But boy, you're set up to fail, when you don't have when you have an owner that's going to nix what you want to do because of freaking Madden ratings, you're set up to fail.
That's a crazy story. And by the way, Jerry Judy's, speaking of them, that Madden rating might have improved, John. You know, they update those ratings like on a weekly basis, I think. So.
I don't know because I don't care.
I am not much of a gamer, obviously, but the only game I used to like was Call of Duty. I fucking loved Call of Duty when I was younger. And I still, I mean, I don't play.
Well, I don't care about anybody who likes. It's not about not liking video games.
No,
I
I
mean,
know, but Madden ratings, yeah, they don't have any. They shouldn't. That should not affect an owner's decision on a player.
Yeah. I mean, I rip on, for those who watch it, I rip on them every year. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about Madden rate. And I don't know why other people care about them. And, you know, to the point, the EA Sports PR people reached out to me and said, what do you got against our ratings? I'm like, I got nothing against your ratings. They're just not relevant to the, you know, they're not relevant to the NFL. And
yeah, do they use like advanced metrics
no,
like
they
PFF
don't.
or anything
to
make
they
them?
throw a fucking 99 because people like, you know, certain players. If you got a big name, you got a big ranking. If you don't have a big name, you know, it's bullshit.
Mesmerized says, get on COD. Mesmerized, I broke out the PS5 for the first time in like 3 or 4 years this year when the Black Ops released. I had to do it. I have only played for a little bit, but I had to do it. Brian Pumper checks in. We're going to dive back into this game. Appreciate everybody, by the way, in the chat. Hit that like button today. It's been a great show. And Zander Claus will be here again. All right, so we'll do another giveaway. Appreciate everybody. Brian Pumper says, heard the Commanders running back called the Eagles weak sauce.
He did.
Jalen Hurts led team with getting a lot of respect from the ops, ICIs.
I mean, that's interesting. You know, Brian Robinson did come out and say some things that would be considered bulletin board material. If that were, I think that's another thing that's overrated. But you know, it's a little bit surprising. Probably you got a talking to from Dan Quinn. You know, you never want to stir the hornet's nest. But yeah, he thought, you know. Thought that it's a lot of things, like basically he was essentially saying he thinks we feel like we have the better team. Basically, I don't have the exact quote, but paraphrasing, he basically said we feel like we have the better team. Now, what do you expect him to say? Oh, you know, let's bow down at the genuflect at the you know, the first place team. If they don't feel that way, who is going to feel that way? You want players who are competent in themselves. You know, for most objective observers, that's kind of silly. But again, what do you expect a player to say? It's what you want from your players. Yeah, I think we're going to go win the game. I think we're the better team.
Is it a clear case of bulletin board material, or do you not believe in that?
No, I don't think. I think all the players realize same thing I just said. You know, all right, if you don't believe in yourself, who the freak is going to believe in you? So, you know, I'm amazed why people get so upset about that. Hey, the player on the opposition thinks his team's going to win. Shocker. News at 11. What do you want? Caleb Williams moping? Oh, we got no shot. Have you ever heard that, by the way? Anyone? Even from Caleb Williams? Can somebody point to me to a player saying even the worst team in the league going, hey, we got no shot this weekend? You know, he's probably getting cut pretty quickly. So I wouldn't take it as Brian Robinson really believes it, but, you know, talk up your guys.
Good stuff there. Look at SM Day, our great. She's been here since 50 subscribers. She says glazed Jaden donuts for breakfast this morning on JAKIB Media. You gotta be kidding me, SM Day. That is some bullshit coming from you. But I appreciate it. Speaking of it, though, let's talk about that Commanders offense, John. I said it. They're 5th or 6th. All right. All this talent on the Eagles offense. Why are they better than us? I don't like that. Scoring offense, they're 6th in the NFL. Eagles are 8th in the NFL. Passing offense, they're 16th in the NFL at 218 yards per game. And their rushing offense is 3rd in the NFL, behind just the Eagles. And I guess I think the Ravens are number 2 in rushing offense. So a pretty good offense, John. They're working with a pretty good offense over there in Washington this year.
Yeah, I can't help it. People don't want honesty. I mean, he's had a better season.
I don't know if I buy that. I'm sorry. I don't think I do.
I don't know how you can argue it, to be honest. I mean, unless you want to micro to one game. And again, you can't just expand one game out into 14.
Yeah, but isn't it fair to say that the context of the teams that those players are on are asking them to be different people, different players?
Of course. I talk about it all the time. There's no vacuum. I mean, one of the things I love about PFF is the fact that if fans love when Jordan Mailata is number 1 or Zach Bond's number 2 or insert name, Lane Johnson's number 5, whatever he is, whatever. They have so many top 10 players. And then they lose their flipping minds and they don't like Jalen Hurts. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah,
but the guy, as you know, we always talk about this as a week-to-week league. He was phenomenal against Washington. Are you going to go through every game and say that quarterback played phenomenally? Are you going to go through every game and say, we're talking about this all year?
Yeah, but
what's wrong with the offense?
Our team is good enough. Like, I'm not going to dock Jalen Hurts because we have a great football team. Since the bye week, he's got one interception.
Why are you docking Jaden Daniels for not having that great football team?
Well, no, I'm just saying his team requires him to be a different player, just like the Bills require Josh Allen to be a different player.
And that's why you look at the grades from snap to snap. Look, he's had a better season. It's not close. It's not close. It's not flipping close. When you got 5 versus 19, it's not close. If it were 5 versus 7, 5 versus 8, 2 versus 4, I would agree with you wholeheartedly. Jalen Hurts has not had a great individual season. I'm sorry if that upsets people.
It doesn't upset me, but I mean, I'm just, like I said, I think the team is so dynamic in so many areas.
That's a different conversation.
I agree,
but
talking about within his role, though, 26 touchdowns since the bye week and 3 turnovers, a very good quarterback rating, a very good completion percent. Like, I think in his role on his team, he is doing great. I mean, I get it. Jaden's been better because he needs to do more.
Boy, I'm surprised. Now I have to go. For weeks, I would have to talk you back from Jalen Hurts stinks, and now I got to talk you back from
that. But I had questions from passing.
I mean, I don't get the bipolar nature of this. Look, the fact that they scaled back the fucking offense is not positive. That is not positive. No matter how many ways you want to spin it, and that's what Nick's been trying to do. No matter how many ways, I'm not the one who scaled the offense back. You and Kellen Moore did. And you scaled it back because you thought this ain't working. And by the way, I think they overreacted to that as well. I hate when I have to be the voice of reason because people are going to be pissed at me all day. I'm going to get all this hate mail.
I hope nobody gives you hate. Your voice of reason is the reason that people like this show. So
I just don't, he was phenomenal last week. That doesn't erase the first 13 games. That doesn't erase the fact that this team had to go, whether the Jay Glazer bullshit that everyone was worried about or his personal relationship or all that bullshit, that none of that matters. What matters is they said, Jesus, we got to go lean on Saquon Barkley. I didn't say that. They said that. That's not a freaking positive. And if you want to play up, it's AJ Brown's fault. Go ahead, Devon. I don't believe that. I think AJ is playing at a high level.
Is it fair to speculate that it's less about the deficiencies of another area of your team and more about you have the best offensive line in football and the best running back in football? It's probably a pretty good idea to rely on them.
No.
All right.
Because that's not what they wanted. That is not what they wanted.
So if you're all right. So you think all right. So Jaden Daniels, you're saying, is having a better year than Jalen Hurts.
It's not.
If you started a football team today and you had to pick between one of those two quarterbacks, would you take Jaden or Jalen?
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's not even a point. That's less of a conversation.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that is a super talent right there in Washington. Super talent. You know, you saw a lot of room to grow again, particularly in that, and that's going to complicate things as well because I don't like the matchup against the Eagles because of Vic Fangio and Vic Fangio's ability to manipulate young quarterbacks. But he doesn't have to play Vic Fangio every week. And as he progresses, and there's always a concern, obviously health is a big part of it, but just from the template of the skill set, yeah, I mean, this is a superstar template guy. You got everything. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of it is different. Obviously, there are different stages of their career. Jalen Hurts is a more finished product. Jalen Hurts has a better supporting cast. Again, it's nobody. What was Washington's record last year?
That's a good question. I'll look it up real quick.
They were one of the worst teams in the NFL. I know that because they got Jaden Daniels.
They were 4-13.
I mean,
now, they also have like 50% new starters, though. I mean, they did a revamp on their.
Well, they had, yeah. I mean, they obviously added Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu. They added. They've added a lot, but I don't know. Like, I get it. People don't watch him every game. I mean, the guy's been pretty fucking good. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? What look at the season the guy is having because he had a bad game against the Eagles and Vic Fangio. He's garbage. You're gonna have to deal with this quarterback for 10 years.
You're right. I mean, listen, we're gonna know sooner or later. There's gonna be
if he stays healthy, and you never know. I mean, RG3 is a perfect example in the same time, who was phenomenal early and got hurt. If he stays healthy, there's going to be a lot of reparations toward me over the next 10 years because this guy's going to be a freaking problem.
I'm not saying he's not a great player. I'm just saying I think at this point right now, I'm not buying that he's better than Jalen Hurts. Now,
I said he has a better season.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So then do you put the success of Jalen Hurts since he's been in the league more on the team than you would the player?
No, well, it depends. This year, yes. 2022, no. I mean, he hasn't played the same way. I say it all the time. It's not a vacuum. It doesn't stay in stasis. Everybody improves. Some people devolve. Right now, this offense, remember when everybody was yelling at me about motion and play scheming and how Kellen Moore can scheme open receivers, and you're going to see this. Where did that go? They devolved to less than they were last year, where they were with Brian Johnson. Where are those people?
I have a hard time saying the Commanders quarterback's better than the Eagles. That might be my Eagle-colored glasses.
But that's not what I said. I said Jaden Daniels is having a better season.
Well, you just told me he's a super talent is the word you used.
You said me if I were starting a team, does he have a better skill set?
Isn't that simply put? I think he's a better player.
No, because starting a team is you're going to be, in theory, you're going to be worse. Starting a team from scratch, that's an expansion team. So you want the guy who's going to be able make plays by himself. Jalen can do that as well. But the template, I mean, there's a reason one guy's the second overall pick and one guy's, in the second round. I mean, if we're going to talk about just physical gifts.
Yeah, I got you.
Now, Caleb Williams has more physical gifts than Jalen Hurts. But so what? I'm not a Caleb Williams fan. It's more than just the physical gifts, but the physical gifts are a big part of it.
I'm not mad at you for liking the player. I like the player too. He's a good player. He's clearly a very good player. I think that he showed that by the way he's turned around the Commanders. But I don't know. I have a hard time gauging, and I don't know if many other people deal with this, but this is where I'm at, right? Because I understand the conversation of wanting an elite quarterback or the top talent quarterback. And I understand people are like, Jalen's not that. He's not Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, or he doesn't throw the ball like that. I get it. He doesn't have that skill set, but it's hard for me to look past the success that we've had with Jalen Hurts. And that's where I go, do I care more about the talented player or the elite quarterback, or how do I gauge or judge the success that Jalen Hurts has had? Like, what's more important? Because you see a lot of players that have ultimate talent, but don't ever get the job done. And then you see players that maybe don't have that top tier talent, but continue to win at a high level. And I think that's Jalen Hurts. It's tough for me to gauge those two categories.
Well, yeah. I mean, to me, one of the dumbest quarterback conversations ever is so-and-so has talent around him. Well, you can't win without talent around you. From Tom Brady on down, you can't win if you don't have a good supporting cast. So that's baked into it. I don't hold the Eagles supporting cast against Jalen Hurts at all, even remotely. In fact, I thought, coming in, I thought he was going to elevate Saquon Barkley, not the opposite way, the other way around.
Well, to be fair, I think they've both benefited, because Saquon does have the benefit of Jalen being able to pull it, and that defense, that scares defenses.
Yeah, but I thought it would be more noticeable. I'll say that. I mean, clearly one guy's had more of an impact, and it's Saquon. I expected the opposite.
But how many of those explosive runs from Saquon have come on a read option where Jalen pulls, the linebacker bites on the Jalen pull, and Saquon has one less man to beat?
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying that Saquon's not great. I'm just saying I do think that.
I
think Jalen does help Saquon.
Well, I think the offense, when we're talking about Saquon, I think it's more of the offensive line. But again, I'll go back. Has this offense devolved from week 4 or not? From where they wanted to be?
Passing wise, yes.
Well, so why are we having this conversation?
Right.
No offense to you.
No, I don't take any offense to it. Don't worry.
I mean, to me, it's so blatantly freaking obvious from all the talk. And I get, because nobody cares. Ultimately, when you win a game, nobody cares. Nobody cares. But if this team was even 9 wins, same as the Commanders, good team, not a great team. If they're 9-5, people are losing their fucking minds over this offense, this same offense. Even Saquon at historically. So the offense is exact same. The defense is where we thought it would be, 15-20, and they're 9-5. They're a good team, not a great team. People would be losing their minds over this offense and the way it's performing with this talent. Losing their minds. The winning is masking that. Now, last week was fine, Pittsburgh, but so many games have been, again, 118 yards in Baltimore, 83 net passing yards, 83 net passing yards against the Carolina Panthers with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. 83 net passing yards. What is this, Army?
Yeah, I know, but Jared Goff won a game this year with 85 passing yards.
Oh boy.
I'm not trying to dismiss your point, because I was the one, you just told me I was the one who was hard on Jalen after that performance, rightfully so. But doesn't that not tell the full story?
There was the one game where Detroit. So you're right in the standpoint of, week to week, you can't expound 1 week into 15 weeks or vice versa. The larger sample size.
Right.
That was just the floor. The week prior, they threw for 118 yards. I forget the net.
Yeah.
It was less than that. It was more than 1 week. It's been pretty consistent since the bye week, the exception of Cleveland to a certain extent, the exception of Pittsburgh. Low level passing game. What are they ranked in passing? 28th. They were 31st.
Yeah.
Before that week. They're 31st of 32 teams, and part of that is, yes, the running game has been effective, but they didn't want to be that. They didn't want to be that. They wanted to be Detroit. That's what they wanted to be. We can do this, we can do that, we can do whatever the freak we need to do, and maybe they end up there. But they haven't been there. They were there against Pittsburgh to a certain level. But again, you can't take 1 week and assume that's going to be every week in this league. I don't know how anybody sees in what they were trying to do in the offseason, what this fan base was sold in the offseason about evolving the offense, evolving the quarterback, scheming guys open.
Yeah, but has it just taken longer than we expected? And this is where I'm coming from now, because you just told me you had to talk me off the ledge on Hurts. And yes, I did have questions about the passing game and whether he could do it. But I also just watched us go up against one of the best defenses in the NFL. They basically completely almost took Saquon Barkley out of the game. One of the first teams to do it this year. And we needed to win the game on the arm of the quarterback. I watched him do it at a very high level. I'm not saying that he doesn't have some deficiencies there. I watch the game with my own two eyes. I see them like everybody sees them, but we're versatile. We won the game. Like when we needed him to do it, we won the game. And all the other games that he threw for 118 or whatever it was, we still won the game because that's what they needed him to do.
We're having a different conversation now. That's fine. Obviously they're a very good team. They were on the field for 43 defensive snaps. They had 2 yards in the first quarter. They had negative yards on the first 5 drives. I mean, the defense had something to do with stifling the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. And the defense deserves more credit than the offense on this team, to be honest.
Well, the offense only gave the Steelers offense 2 drives in the second half.
The original premise of this conversation, and all I said is Jaden Daniels is having a better season than Jalen Hurts. And now we're talking about, the defense and this and that and that. Yeah, they're fucking good. But I'm saying that the specific conversation of, is Jalen Hurts, forget about Jaden Daniels, forget about anybody else, because people have trouble giving props to a rookie player because he hasn't done it and this and that. And he's only been here for a short time, and he doesn't have the greatest supporting cast, and all that kind of conversation. Picture Jaden Daniels on this offense. Where would this offense be? That's the best. We'll never know.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the same things that Jalen Hurts has. And that was the only conversation. And I don't know how people can argue that limited part of the conversation that Jaden Daniels has had a better overall season than Jalen Hurts. Doesn't even mean he's a better quarterback. It means he's had a better season.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go to some super chats here. We got a bunch of them. I appreciate everybody checking in. We had a super chat goal today of 20 of them, and we have 15 of our goals. So big thanks to all of you guys for making that happen and our new members. So we will do another giveaway today at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned. Any giveaways that happen on the fly, like today, like yesterday, and like Monday and Tuesday, you'll have to be present, okay? So make sure you guys stay locked in with us through the end of the show, and we'll do another giveaway for our great members. So we appreciate you guys for doing that and help us reach our super chat goal. We're 5 away. And Martine checks in. Eagles seems more close-knit. That scuffle with Slay compared to last year when Debo called Bradbury trash and the Niners came to the link and bumped into him pregame and no one did anything. I think he's talking about how they responded this year versus how they responded last year. The team does seem close-knit right now, John. Now, I don't know what that means, but do you notice any difference in that this year compared to last year?
No, I don't. The same stuff with the Glazer stuff and when I laughed at that yesterday and the AJ Chandler stuff, I kind of laughed off when Brandon said it. Same thing works on the other side. They players fight on the field for all the time. Pregame, you don't want your guys fighting pregame. One of the things about the collapse, everybody wants these easy answers for the collapse, like Jason Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Lane Johnson. There's no leadership. What happened? What happened from 10-1 to no leadership? Nobody's fighting for it. It's the same guys who've been tremendous leaders of this team. They got beat. They lost their confidence, and they had a bad defense. That explains last year's collapse. Now they have their confidence and they have a great defense. That explains this year's sustainability. I think it's really as simple as that. And it has nothing to do with close-knit people visiting or not visiting Jalen's house.
Yeah. I do think there's a human element, though. I mean, you talk about that, right? I mean, maybe it's not as
a bunch of guys a bunch of guys are really close, and a bunch of guys are cliquey, and a bunch of guys aren't close, and it's like any other workplace.
Yeah, but it is the common goal. I feel like this is where Nick Sirianni deserves some credit. I do feel like even with the clicks and anything like that, which I know are inevitable, I think they're all fighting for a common goal. At least that's what it seems like. Maybe that's just the Eagles propaganda where they make the content.
Well, I think anytime you're really good, if you go to Kansas City, if you go to Detroit, if you go to Minnesota, the 13-1 team, the 3 12-2 teams, they're all fighting for a common goal because they can see the end.
Right.
Say, we're pretty freaking good. Let's go for it.
Yeah, let's keep rolling here.
That takes care of itself.
Yep. Mesmerized checks in. Mesmerized, appreciate it, man. Is that Canadian dollars? You Canadian. I always chirp our Canadians, but we do have a lot of you guys who watch, so I appreciate you. I am not a Canada guy. USA. All right, Mesmerized. Here we go. Question for you.
Trudeau having a lot of problems up in Canada, by the way.
Is he? I don't even follow. I saw that Trump was trolling, making them a 51st state or whatever the hell. I was cracking up at that. Biggest concern the rest of the way: consistency in the pass game or getting the 1 seed. I mean, if we get another bye, Dom and BG could have another meeting with Jalen.
Well, they evidently didn't have a meeting with Jalen, for those who don't know. But
like I said, who cares if they did or they didn't? It was the greatest meeting of all time. 10-0 since. What is your biggest concern?
Brandon, by the way, Brandon denied that and Jalen denied it. So
yeah, both denied.
I don't know where. But Jay's very good. So somebody told him that, but evidently it didn't happen. Either way, doesn't matter. Anyway. Now I lost.
Just biggest concern the rest of the way for you. Is it pass game? Is it 1 seed?
Yeah, if you have consistency in the passing game, you can win on the road. I'm not concerned about the odds are against the number 1 seed. So I mean, if things fall correctly, great. I think it would be very difficult for somebody to come in here and beat the Eagles. But I think they can win on the road as well if they get a consistent passing game. So the only thing you can control, they can win out and still not get the number 1 seed. Detroit and Minnesota actually both control their own destinies. And I know a lot of people say strength of victory, and understand if the Vikings win out, they're beating Green Bay and Detroit. So their strength of victory will go ahead of the Eagles, no matter what because the Eagles are playing Dallas and the Giants after Washington. So they control their destiny. Detroit obviously controls their destiny. If they win out, the Eagles do not. So the Eagles will need some help. And, Minnesota is a very difficult schedule. It's not impossible. Most odds have them at 22, 25% maybe. But they can't control that. They can control the consistency of the passing game. And that would make them better equipped to move forward no matter where a potential NFC championship game might be.
Yeah, agreed. Good stuff, Mesmerized. I appreciate it, man, even if you're Canadian. Dirty Air checks in. What's up, Dirty Air? I got to respond to you, brother, but I appreciate you checking in. He says, so how different does this team look then with Kenny Pickett? Oh, God.
Well, I think they could win games with Kenny Pickett. Obviously, you're not.
I'm the
number one. It's interesting. I was talking to Merrill Reese. Merrill, who was it? Tim McManus and Martin Frank. We were all talking after the coordinator press conferences, and we're talking about who's the person you can afford to lose least from the Eagles besides the quarterback. The quarterback's always number one. That's obvious. And mine was I'm team AJ. I said AJ. I mean, it's AJ.
Yeah,
AJ's
without
one.
him, they win games with him. I
AJ's one. Lane's two. Because they stink without Lane as well for whatever reason. And then that. So we did three. Everybody had Jalen first, but I did AJ, Lane. A couple people had Saquon in there. But with Kenny Pickett, you could win games. We got into that conversation, but then you would come even more run centric. So, it would be all Saquon basically. And then he would become, and one said, well, what if you had Kenny Pickett out there? So I said, well, that's not fair because then Saquon becomes the most important guy. But then you're having two losses. So that's not a fair discussion. I'm saying the one loss is obviously Jalen Hurts. Anytime you lose your starting quarterback, and I think Eagles fans are a little bit spoiled for that because the assumption is, oh, you're going to have a backup and come in to win the Super Bowl, which doesn't happen very often. And that shows you how special that season was. They would have to play a different, but I'll tell you this. They could win games with Kenny Pickett, and they could win a lot of games with Kenny Pickett, but they'd have to play a certain way, even more than the way they were playing, where it was complete and total run game.
Oh, Kenny Pickett, we'd be 5-7 or whatever.
No freaking way. No way.
5-9.
No way. No way.
Stiff. I don't like
team.
Did you hear Slay say that they used Pickett? He prepared them for the Steelers defense very well. Thought that was interesting.
Well, yeah. I mean, he was a starting quarterback for 2 years, essentially.
Yeah.
He won 14. You're talking about wins. He won 14 games and lost 10. Now, not great like Jalen. It's pretty fucking good for a backup quarterback. And you have that running game. I'll say this. If the catastrophe happened and Jalen Hurts was injured early in the season, the Eagles would still be a playoff team with Kenny Pickett. That's how good their supporting cast is. But obviously you're talking about a 6-7 seed versus a potential number 1 seed.
Brian Pumper checks in. Facts, J-Mac. Jalen Hurts has been buns for 13 games. Xander, I'm disappointed in you.
I knew Brian. I knew I had one guy in my corner. I knew Brian would be in my corner. But
I'm not going to praise a guy who specializes in push-tush.
No, yeah, Jalen's, and that's my concern. Like, I'm not on Brian's side. I knew he'd be behind me. Jalen's a very good player. The limited, I wish everybody could take everything the way it was. The question was, who's having a better season? Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts? And that's not close. Now, was Jaden Daniels 2024 season better than Jalen Hurts' 2022 season? No. He's having a better season this year.
That's fine. I'm done with that stupid fucking convo. But Brian, I appreciate you. You're pretty good super chatter. I appreciate the support of the channel as always, man. SMD checks in, and SMD, before I read it, said that this is super chat for the great Krause's coat drive. We're on pace for 25,000 coats this year, well over 300,000.
Oh, we're going to need them because it's going to be cold this weekend.
People are going to need them, and that's why it's all the more important. So we have a big coat drive this weekend, this Saturday at the Veterans Shelter. We'll do that. So SMD, thanks. Johnny Mac, I think she's ripping you here, so you can't be too mean to her back because it's a coat drive donation. All right, Johnny Mac went from embrace the uniqueness of Hurts to bending the knee and becoming a silly parrot. Come on, Johnny Mac.
Well, that's harsh.
That is harsh.
The Eagles. No, I don't think you're listening to the conversation because it was very defined. But hey, whatever.
SMD, we appreciate that. Brian Pumper again. Zander, if Hurts had Jordan Davis's face, you would call him ass. Be real, Big Z. I don't know if Jordan Davis has had much of an impact on winning as Jalen Hurts, then I probably wouldn't call him ass. Brian Pumper. Brian, how long have you been an Eagles fan? How many years have you watched the team win at this rate? You know, like anybody that's an Eagles fan knows you don't win like this all the time. Like this isn't an every year thing. We're spoiled. We win so fucking much. Now we need to get the job done. I don't think you're wrong about that. Will I criticize Jalen when I don't think he's good? Sure, I will. And I have this year. John just got done telling you he had to walk me off the ledge. But I think it's hard to look at it and just say he's not ass, dude. He's a good player. He's a great player.
He's a very good player. Nobody's ever heard me say anything else.
I don't agree with this either. Brandon Lewis says, I'll take Bo Nix over Jalen. Hurts looks autistic when he drops back to pass. Dude, he just was 25 of 32 for 290 against the Mike Tomlin-led defense when they took Saquon out of the game. Like, you might not think he's the greatest passer in the world, but what the fuck are you talking about? I'm sorry. What the fuck are you talking about? Did I not just watch what I watched versus Steelers?
Yeah, but no, I'm not. No, I'm not defending. I don't think Bo Nix is better than Jalen Hurts. Although, Bo's done a nice job of and actually it's one of the great stories, to be honest, in the NFL, because he looked really bad early and he's all of a sudden Sean Payton does, and we talk about organizations failing young quarterbacks. That's a very good situation for Bo Nix and being around a coach like Sean Payton. And there's some real positives, but yeah, I'm not going to go Bo Nix is having a better season than Jalen Hurts, but he's done a lot of nice things, and but there's a lot of quarterbacks that have had better seasons than Jalen Hurts, and that's disappointing because that hasn't been the case. Last year when everybody thought he was garbage, he was the 8th graded quarterback in the NFL by PFF. In his near MVP season, he was 4th. In his first season as a starter, when he was just learning, he was 14th. This year, he's 19th. Now, you can believe that PFF has something against Jalen Hurts, and you can believe they're picking on Jalen Hurts. I don't care. Ostensibly, I've seen the guy every day of his career. I've been there for every single day of his career. He was better in 2021. He was better in 2022, significantly. He was one of the best quarterbacks in football. He was better in 2023 under Brian Johnson, when everybody thought this offense was garbage, than he was this year. Than he has been this year. Doesn't mean he can't turn it around. Doesn't mean he can't, as he just did, and he played at a high level. Doesn't mean that can't continue. But to this point of the season, the whole season, not 1 week, the whole season, his individual play has diminished.
A lot of that is because of what the team, how the team is built and what they're doing for success. But I get it. You're not wrong about that. But I don't view that as much of an indictment on Hurts as some do at this point. Rashid checks in. Rashid, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for the super chats. Means a lot. The support of the channel is massive, and I can't wait to do another giveaway today on the show. So hit that like button. We're up to 149. Can we get to 200 likes by the end of the show? We got about 18 minutes, and then I'll be on for a little post-Birds 365 edition, as we sometimes do. Rashid says, J-Mac, I love the take. Wash has a way better team this year than last year. I've seen Jalen in his second full year as a starter MVP level. We'll see Jaden next year. So I think Rashid's kind of agreeing with you. It's, is it fair to say too that there's no tape yet out on Jaden Daniels, so it could change in terms of how good he's playing?
Yeah,
right
people
now?
are going to make adjustments to him. Vic already has. He had a really difficult time with Vic. I expect him to have a really difficult time with Vic this weekend. But everybody doesn't have Vic Fangio. So I think the Eagles fans should take some solace in that. But yeah, I mean, if he continues to trend in the direction he's going to be a really good player for a really long time.
Yeah. These are the type of comments. This isn't a super chat, but I'm just going to rip this guy. These are the type of comments I hate. I swear. Kev says the all-star Avengers weapons have you brainwashed. Josh Allen makes Mac Hollins look like Megatron. I actually believe that there is a portion of fans that would rather have a quarterback that looks like that and lose than have a quarterback that looks like Jalen Hurts and win. Like, what are we fans of Jalen Hurts or are we fans of the Philadelphia Eagles? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? We're winning football games. Like,
well,
I don't understand that logic.
I'm not a fan of anybody, but
John's not a fan.
Josh Allen.
Reason, but I don't. I mean, look, Josh Allen's the best. I think he's the best player in the world. I think he's better than Lamar Jackson. But
yeah, well, he's going to win the MVP. I mean, sorry, Saquon people. Josh Allen's wrapped it up. He's going to be the MVP. But
I'm not saying he's not great. I think he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he wins a lot. Is what I'm trying to say. So I would say that's a bad guy to use an example because he wins a lot too.
Yeah, with nothing, which is fine. But
no, he had a very good supporting cast. I think a lot of people looked at this year.
He's doing a lot with not a lot this year. But
I think a lot of people, that's the point. A lot of people thought, oh, Buffalo's going to take a downturn because they lost Diggs and Gabe Davis. And, they do, it's not like, by the way, that Mac Hollins is their best receiver, but there are plays, and obviously people are familiar with Mac from his days here. And by the way, he's gotten better. He's stuck around for a long time.
Yeah, it's impressive how long
he's stuck around for a long time. But their best receiver is Shakir. For people that don't know, has turned into a pretty damn good receiver. And then they got Amari Cooper and they have Keon Coleman, who's their rookie. They all contribute. And it's not certainly what they have here or certainly what they have in Minnesota or Cincinnati. But yeah, I mean, there's a fair point to say that Josh Allen elevates people. And I wouldn't disagree with that point. And he wins a ton, by the way, Josh Allen.
Ryan checks in. We got to keep rolling. We got a bunch of supers. Only got 15 minutes left on the show. Big thanks to everybody for watching today. Let's get to 200 likes. Brian Pumper says, as a quarterback, name something Jalen Hurts is good at. You can't say intangibles or tush push. Well, I got plenty of things I think he's really freaking good at.
You can't say intangibles. First of all, why can't you say intangibles? Number one.
When they clearly matter. I mean, you're leading a group of grown professional men making millions of dollars. If you think intangibles don't matter.
Like the one thing I always point to, and I say it pretty good, and nobody listens because I hate Jalen because I won't admit he's the best quarterback who's ever lived. The one thing I always say is the relentlessness of his ability to put, as he describes it, plush bad stuff and immediately go back to the next play is so underrated. And that is an intangible. But it's an intangible that very few people have who ever played the position. Like when you see 95% of quarterbacks and they come out and they're like starting pitchers almost. They don't have it. They don't have their A stuff. You're like, oh, this is going to be a struggle. This is going to be a grind. And then you have Roger Clemens types who bite through it and find ways to win games. He's a Roger Clemens type. He is a grinder. Now, he might not have the A-level stuff of a Hall of Fame pitcher, but he is a grinder. He's going to find a way to freaking win and pull his team past the finish line. That's intangible. That's important. But as far as stuff, I mean, he's one of the best dual threat quarterbacks that ever lived. Ever. He is a pain in the ass to deal with as a defensive coordinator. Am I disappointed about the evolution of just purely the passing offense? Yes. But I mean, my God, to be able to default back to the college bullshit, which I hate aesthetically, I freely admit, but it's successful, because you're putting people in conflict. They don't know what to do. They don't know where the ball's going.
Successful in the NFL is successful in the NFL. It's not easy to do no matter what you're doing. Abe says, got to give credit to Doug for taking the time to teach Jalen and to stop all those shitty turnovers. Also credit to the O-line where everyone benefits. I think he's talking about Doug Nussmeier there, the quarterback coach.
Might be.
Jalen's, 26 touchdowns since the bye week and 3 turnovers total with only 1 interception. So he's doing what he needs to do within this system right now to win games, and there are 10 straight. So, like I said, I don't know. I mean, I see the deficiencies. I'm not blind, but I think he's clearly got enough to overcome them. John, any response to Abe?
Yeah, well, the turnovers has been a big thing. I think they went a little bit too far with it. I think they became too cautious for a while, and I think that was part of the reason the passing game was suffering. But when you're winning games, you tend not to fix what isn't broken. And that's where AJ got into the whole villain thing and said, if I got to be the villain, I'll be the villain. And look, we got to fix this shit. And even Jalen Hurts admitted it. And he said, sometimes it doesn't get you until it gets you, is essentially what he said. He's talking about the passing game.
Right.
You don't want to be there in the playoffs and have to pull it out and say it's going to be there. And last week he had after the Steelers game, compared it to water in the lawn. Sometimes you got to water the shit or it's going to die.
Yeah.
And they fixed it for 1 week. Let's see if it continues.
We'll see. Rashid checks in. They have devolved, but I don't think because of Jalen's talent. More so they didn't want to wait for the turnovers to correct. Jalen said it. He submitted. Good take there.
Yeah, I hated that word, by the way.
Yes, John did.
I wrote that because I think it said a lot. And I'm glad you brought it up, though, because I should have brought that up to Zander a little bit before when we were talking about the season and the devolving of the offense. Because, that is not a good word. And that's what he did. He submitted. Yeah. He doesn't want to play this way. He does not want to play this way.
Yeah. I think sometimes when you have I get it. I almost view that as a positive that he's willing to do it with the team he has around him. But I get it. Bird Gang says, nobody in this fan base can accept the fact that our QB is average at best, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think he's above average. But
he's well above average.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
He's not average. He's having an average season.
There are areas of his game where I guess you could say he's average, but again,
he's having an average season. But this is, like I said, this is his 4th year as a starter. This is his worst season as a starter. So again, maybe you just chalk it up, and there's still time to go. There's still time to finish it out strongly. He's been an above average quarterback in 2021. He's been a great quarterback in 2022. Been a really good quarterback in 2023, even though it seemed like nobody noticed. And this year he's gone down a little bit. Sometimes you just have up years and down years. This has been a little bit of a down year personally for him. And he's played, and maybe some of it has to do with the supporting cast and the way they played and all of that. Everything factors into it. But he's been an above average quarterback since he became the starter. And this is the first year it's regressed a little bit. And he's got to bounce back at the end of this season and next season.
Rashid checks in. It's a big reason Zander checked those numbers, and this year was so different from the last 2 years. It's not Jalen's talent. I guess that's a follow-up to what he said earlier about he submitted. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, I think it's fair, Rashid. That's fine. Brian Pumper says, J-Mac got the Jalenites in shambles this morning. Keep cooking. Stop being mean to my quarterback, Brian says. All right, Brian. A-Team checks in. This is our winner yesterday. I put the picture up. I'll do it one more time. This is who I met up with yesterday. A-Team, it was great meeting you, brother. I love meeting the members. And here's the photo of me and A-Team who won our Grinch hoodie in honor of Big Sills being the Grinch. He checks in and says, thanks for the stuff, JAKIB family. My family was excited, and it turned them all onto the show. I think Vic Fangio is going to bottle up Daniels. I agree with your last part.
I agree with that.
Jason, if your family's listening, you got a great brother, son, husband, whatever he is to you. He's an awesome guy, and he's a big supporter of.
Boy, it's not the day to turn in, because typically I'm much nicer to Jalen than Zander is.
That's all right. They get the truth here on Birds 365, no matter what. Good stuff there, Jason. A-Team, appreciate you checking in. Dank Bird Gang says, take away Jaden's best receivers for multiple games, then let's see how much better he's been.
Come on. Really? You want to go down that route? Because Jalen's got better fucking receivers than Jaden Daniels.
I think he's talking about just the games that they missed, I guess.
Well, yeah, they stink without AJ, and that's part of the reason I criticize the Eagles coaching staff for panicking and changing the whole fucking offense, because they lost 2 games without AJ Brown, and one of them without Devontae Smith, and one of them without Lane Johnson as well. Like, it was way too early to panic, but they did a little bit. And I thought that was way too soon. But yeah, I mean, I would not go the supporting cast route with Jaden Daniels. Because it ain't as good.
Cameron checks in. What's up, Cameron? Appreciate you being here, man. He says, what do you guys make of the Eagles blowouts being on the road? Home games have been kind of meh outside of Pitt, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Cleveland, and Washington. It's a good point. The number 1 seed's important, but is it dire for this team?
Well, not if they get the passing game going. All right, I'm going to upset people again. I'm upsetting people. Yeah, I don't think when the Eagles are clicking on all cylinders, they have the best home field advantage in football. When they're struggling, it can turn on them very, very quickly.
That's part of Philly, right?
That is part of Philly, but it also is not part of Detroit. It's not part of Minnesota. It's not part of Green Bay. Maybe it's just a Midwest thing. Maybe they're happy-go-lucky. I wouldn't say Detroit, but if the Eagles struggle, it turns on them quickly. So to your point of sometimes they play better on the road, yeah, I'm not that concerned about them going on the road if they're clicking offensively in the passing game is I think they'll be fine. But if they struggle at home, it could be difficult for them. Which they admit, they don't like to talk about it, but they admit it.
Ray Robb says, and John, I don't know if you know the answer to this. If the Eagles and Vikings win out, how is it that the Vikings get the 1 seed when we both will be 15-2 and they lost to the Rams and we didn't? I don't know. I don't know all the.
It goes to it'll go to strength of victory, and they will have a better strength of victory, which is, I forget, the second or third tiebreaker. And because understand, if they win out Minnesota, they're beating Green Bay, who's a 10-win team already. They're beating Detroit, who will be a minimum 12-win team, 13-win team, perhaps 14-win team at that stage. Whereas the Eagles would be beating, and Seattle, who's also a playoff level team. That's who they play over the final 3 weeks, and they're over 500. Whereas the Eagles would have the very good win over Washington, but then Dallas and the Giants have won, what, 2 games, or is it 3 games? So yeah, you're muted, I think, Zander.
3, I think. Shitty fucking Giants.
But so that's why it's unlikely to happen. Now, there are things like the Eagles could lose a game, the Vikings could lose a game, where it changes that impact. But if the Vikings win out, they will be the number 1 seed.
Good stuff there. Josh says, I just want to contribute. Josh, that's really dope, man. I appreciate the support of the channel. You guys have been on fire, man. It's really, really a lot of love. So thanks, everybody. Holly First says, I love Hurts, but we haven't seen much of that Super Bowl guy this year. Sunday was pretty great. Let's get more of that guy. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Which
I mean, if he plays like that, you're fine.
Year.
If he plays like he did against Pittsburgh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no issues there, but hasn't played like that. That's the first time we've seen it this year, really.
Right.
You know, he had some big games early, but there were also the turnovers. So the Pittsburgh game is the standard. And you know, the disappointing aspect, sort of like Bryce Huff, you're not going to see what people hoped or what the Eagles hoped in the evolution of the offense. That's for next year now. And I'll try it again.
Right. It's not a midseason fix.
Yeah. That stuff's not going to come, but doesn't mean you can't be effective.
Couple more here, John, real quick. Then we'll let you get out of here and get down there. You're going down to the NovaCare complex today. What do we got? Coordinators weren't. No, they're Jalen and Nick today, or Jalen? Just Jalen?
Excuse me. No, Jalen spoke yesterday. Nick spoke yesterday. Today's just practice and locker room.
Got it. Brian Pumper says, I've never seen a fan base champion a QB after one good performance. What's not one good performance? J-Mac got this dude's on a griddle. Jalen Knight's turning into crash outs. 46 and 19, Brian. That's not one performance, my friend. Necklow says, this nonsense of Pickett being able to win games reminds me of the narrative that Minshew could win with this team. He didn't. Agreed, Necklow. Fucking Pickett ain't winning shit.
Gardner started 2 games. He was very good in one, should have won it, very bad in the other. It's 2 games. I'm talking in a catastrophe. Like, you can't, first of all, you can't say Saquon Barkley is the best thing since sliced bread and not believe Gardner Minshew or Kenny Pickett or even Tanner McKee can't win games with the best offensive line and A.J. Brown and the play action game and all that stuff. It's not about Kenny Pickett. It's about the supporting cast. And they would be able to win games, not to the level they are, but yeah, they would be able to win games with Kenny Pickett, who has already won games with Pittsburgh. It's 14 and freaking 10 in Pittsburgh. And he didn't have Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown and the best offensive line in football. So, yeah, I think that's bullshit.
B. Moore says, I'm starting to see a trend. People are starting to believe Big Sills' takes on Hurts. I could care less about looks, only care about wins. Well, B. Moore, this is not starting to believe. I mean, there's many people out there that have believed that for a long time. And where I'll push back is they can't handle when it's working. I mean, I'm fine to be critical of Hurts. I am critical of Hurts. John told you on this show, he had to walk me off the ledge. But when he does things that make you successful, or you can look at the full picture and say, it's working, right? I'm with you. I don't give a shit what it looks like. I really don't. But I get it. I get the conversation. I don't think.
And I don't listen to anybody, so I'm not listening.
Yeah,
to
John is
anybody.
not in that camp. I don't think he's talking about you. I think he's talking about people in the chat. John says J-Mac Sills, Brian Humper will be guest of honor at the Crow Party on the 10th of February. Jalen's a winner. Boy, from your lips to God's ears, Eagletron. I would love a parade. I told Jason A-Team that when I met him yesterday. I'm like, boy, let's get a parade. We'll meet all the JAKIB people down here. J-Mac, why do you think Jalen nervously giggled when the reporter implied he was slow? I didn't see that.
Don't know what you're speaking of.
Jay Perfect became a member. That's dope. Jay Perfect, appreciate it. One more. Troy,
slow in what way? As running slow?
I don't know what he means. I didn't see it. Troy Darnell says, I guess Jalen's floor is the Super Bowl. Yeah, maybe the floor is last year where he collapsed at the end of the year. But all right, that's all our super chats. We had a great.
By the way, I think Jalen Hurts played better last year than this year. But people can't, again, individual performance. He played better last season than he's played this season. But,
All right, John, your final thoughts on the show here. We're already over 10. I didn't realize how late it was already. Sometimes the time flies when you're having fun. I think we had some good debate today, good discussions today about the quarterback. Started to dive into that Eagles-Commanders game. It's going to be an interesting matchup. They got a pretty good offense, pretty good defense. Not a great running defense, but your final thoughts on today's show and just a preview of what you have going on.
Well, I would say today is an example of the bipolar nature of the week-to-week element of the NFL. Like after Carolina, which was a very poor performance, I was talking people off ledges with Jalen Hurts. Now I got to walk people back off the balloon, after a good
Eddie, John, that's what you are. That's why people love you.
The key is consistency from week to week to week. Hopefully the Eagles fix some things against Pittsburgh. Hopefully they gain some confidence. Hopefully they learn some things regarding, as I started the show, with tempo, empty sets, easy throws, get the quarterback in a rhythm early. Kellen Moore's a part of this well. I don't think he's done a good job of getting Jalen Hurts in a rhythm early in games. He was able to do that against Pittsburgh. Hopefully the light bulb went off, and hopefully they can continue to be that type of team down the stretch. To be honest, I think Saquon needs a break. I think he is banged up.
Yeah.
I think you can't just default to him at all times. So they need that complementary aspect, and hopefully they figured it out. But one game does not make that declarative. And this will be a good test. And a good team, but not a great team, the Washington Commanders.
All right, Johnny Mac, great show today, brother. We're looking forward to talking to you on a Football Friday tomorrow. Bring the heat. All right, Johnny Mac, we'll be waiting to talk to you, brother. We appreciate you doing it today. Travel safely to NovaCare, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
All right, thanks, everybody.
All right, thanks,
and
John.
Good luck for whatever Zander's giving away.
All right, John, appreciate it. All right, there's Johnny Mac checking in on Birds 365. Great show today. I loved it. I love talk, whether I agree or disagree. I don't take any of it personally. Pumper, I love you more than most do in the chat. You're a big supporter of our network, and anybody who supports our network, whether you agree with me or you don't, doesn't matter. I'm a big fan of yours because you're a fan of ours, so I appreciate that. Everybody had good comments today. We had to roll through them quick, so I'm going to pull up some of my favorite super chats, or just kind of make sure I get to everybody that I think maybe deserved a couple more seconds. But I was trying to get everybody in before John left. I think Holly's was probably the most fair assessment, where you say, I love Hurts. We haven't seen the Super Bowl guy yet. Sunday was great. Let's see more of that. I think it all comes down to doing what you got to do to win. And he's been doing that. I know it's lesser, and I guess you can view that as an indictment on the quarterback. But like I said, I'm a fan of the fucking Eagles, guys. Like I love Jalen Hurts. I love him. All right. I'll criticize him when I feel the need to criticize him. I want the Birds to win. I don't want Jalen Hurts in a vacuum to win. That's not what I'm here. That's not why I'm here. Who blocked Pumper? Did somebody block Pumper? Come on, man. I don't think somebody blocked him. He's still here. No blocking Pumper just because you don't agree with his takes. That'd be ridiculous. All right. He didn't get blocked. I thought I saw something that said he got blocked. Neil Watson, you didn't do shit. All right. Blocking Pumper is different than blocking him from the chat. He can still comment. All right. Pumper, you're still here. Don't worry. You're still here. I won't let somebody block you for not agreeing with your takes. All right, here we go, everybody. I'm going to do the giveaway now. We only have 167 likes. What the hell is up with that? 168. I thought we were going to get to 200, man. I thought we were going to get to 200. Let's try and get that like button up. Let me pull the giveaway stuff I moved off my desk. So give me a hot second. It's right there. I'm going to go and grab it. What should we give away? I got to show you guys some more jerseys. All right. I got the Gene, AJ, got the Jerome Brown jersey. All right, here we go. Fly stick, long flies. Doing them. Eagles hat, beanie. All right. Do that, and let's get some of these jerseys. All right, here we go, everybody. Sorry for the second delay I needed there. All right. I got an exciting jersey, though, that I want to show you guys. By the way, I got jerseys. What size jerseys do you guys like? Because I'm trying to get, I obviously want to make it so that when people win, they can use the prize. So right now I have jersey. I have a small. If somebody wins something and they're tiny and they want a small, I don't know. I got a small jersey. It's an AJ Brown small. I have larges. I have mediums. I got Quinyon Mitchells. All right. I got 3 XLs are what I have most. Large and XLs are what I have most. I have a 2X, Tyler, so I'm good on 2X. I got a couple 2Xs. I got a Cooper DeJean 2X, an AJ Brown 2X. I got 3 Quinyon Mitchell jerseys. So people were looking for Quinyon. Where's my guy, Man in Black? Is he in here? I got the 3 Quinyon jerseys, and the Quinyon jerseys are sick. These are all stitched Kelly Green jerseys, and they're dope. And the guy I was getting, the guy I have who I'm close with, who was helping me get all the jerseys, he had this one, and he's like, "Do you want it?" And I took it. It's Cooper DeJean, but it's black and Kelly Green. It's still stitched NFL jersey. It looks sick. So I got all that. This is what we're going to give away today. All right. Another one of these. We gave one away yesterday to Abe. Abe won yesterday. I'm going to give away a shirt today. Abe claimed the extra large. So I have a large and a 2X. All right. And I'm going to, I'll throw in, a hat as well, like I did for Abe. So we'll give away a jersey and a hat today here on Birds 365. I also want to show this. I showed this on Cilio yesterday, and I got this jersey special for the National Football Show because this Cilio played alongside Jerome Brown. Let me turn off my green screen because it's just shows all the shit. I love how Flex calls people fat. It's pretty funny. All right, here we go. I know it's not the prettiest background, but look at this, man. Jerome Brown. It's that old school Kelly Green jersey. Got the thing on there. It's got the Jerome Brown patch. See the patch? And this is so I got this because Cilio is obviously a big Jerome. That is a big jersey. I might send this thing to Cilio. I plan on giving it away if I can't get another. If I can get another one, I'm going to give it away. Cilio wants a. Cilio said he will wear a Jerome Brown jersey. So can you picture Cilio in an Eagles jersey? I think that'd be pretty sick. I'd love to get him in one, but yes, Neil, that's the real freaking Eagles jersey. That John is dope. SMD, everything works for ladies. I don't think it doesn't work for ladies, but the guy I'm getting all the stuff from doesn't. I mean, they're jerseys. You know, I have jerseys. I have sweatshirts. I mean, the one sweatshirt I got, the Eagles sweatshirt. I mean, my girlfriend takes them and wears them all the time. I don't see why you couldn't wear them. Certainly no discrimination on the great ladies, but I don't have anything that's like women cut SMD, if that's what you're asking. I don't have like a woman's cut, all right? But I do have some smaller stuff. I need a onesie, Brian Pumper says. All right, let's do this. I got to import our new members, all right? So let's pull up the thing. Again, this is another giveaway on the fly here, so you're going to have to work with me, all right? You're going to have to work with Big Z. You're on Big Z time. All right. Giveaway. Where's my thing? Here we go. All right. Fly, Saquon, fly. Guys, this is 4 straight days of giveaways, all right? No, SMD, I got a small. I told you. Look, this is an AJ Brown small, Kelly Green. Stitched NFL jersey. This thing is dope. This is a small. A small would fit, or I guess. I don't know what size you are. Fly, Saquon, fly, winner. 4 straight day of giveaways. Trying to do as much for the great people who make the channel happen as possible. You know, there's been a lot of change at JAKIB over the years, and where we are now, I feel better about than ever before, and the great people are fueling much of that. So big thanks to all of you guys for the support. As always, means a lot to me. We just broke over 50,100 subscribers, so we're moving there. So appreciate all of you guys for hitting that subscribe button. If you're not already, please do hit that subscribe, and I appreciate that. Let me pull up the new members. A lot of gifted members today. What a good time to get gifted, right? What a good time to get gifted, where I'm going to be doing away. Where I'm doing a lot of jersey giveaways, a lot of stuff. So I got 11 jerseys, guys, in the studio right now. 11. And I spoke and I spoke with my guy, and I said, listen, I'm good for a jersey or 2 a week through the off season. So he's going to try, as long as I have members, okay? As long as our members stay members, and as long as super chats come on the channel, I will be giving away jerseys all freaking off season. And if we win the Super Bowl, Pumper, if we win the Super Bowl, woo! I'm going to be giving away freaking jerseys left and right, man. Carter jerseys would be sick. I got to get some Carters. I got to get some Carters for sure. All right, let me make sure that this is the list here. All right, here we go. Pumper says no chance. Pump, I think you're wrong, dude. I know that you don't fully believe in the quarterback, but Pump, this is a team game, man. This is a good football team, brother. This is a really good football team. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, we got it. All right, so this is the list of names. As always, showing you guys, we got 300. What do we have? 306 names after we added some today. 11 were gifted today, and Jay Perfect became a member. Jay Perfect, really dope for you, man. I appreciate that, and appreciate you guys, by the way, for getting us the super chat gold today. Very cool. Very cool. We had a good 2-hour show today, so we're on after hours here on Birds 365. This is your list of names. If you're not a member, why are you not a member? Neil Watson, not a member? Come on, man. Come on, Neil. Who else isn't a member in here? John, you're not a member, but have you seen the Salute to Service stuff I'm giving away? I got 6 hoodies, man. The Salute to Service hoodies that the team is wearing on the sideline this year. They are my favorite piece of Eagles merch. I might have to steal one and keep it for myself. Sorry, guys. I'll get another one. I'll get another one to give away. I might have to keep one of those. All right. All right, that's a little better. There we go. Now I'm more full screen here. So that's fine, Neil. That's cool, man. That's all right. No worries, brother. I'm not trying to put pressure on you to pay $5. If you don't want to pay, that's fine. But I do appreciate everybody who is a member. Now, I think these are all the people who became gifted members today, except for Jay Perfect. So this is the list of names that are members. NG, I know he became a member yesterday. Daz re-upped yesterday, so Daz is in here. Looks like Tyler Connors just became a member. Tyler, I'm going to add you on, brother. Thank you for becoming a member and supporting the channel. Means a lot to me. Connors, boom. All right, there you go. So we got another member in the books. Tyler, thank you, man. That's really cool. Appreciate you coming in. Just got him in here. Make sure you guys are up to date on the live stream and you're watching the live. You're not a couple seconds behind. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to give away All right, so we're giving away. I showed you the shirt, and what I'm probably going to do, because Abe selected the hat yesterday, because Abe's in North Carolina. He probably doesn't need a beanie. But today I'm going to pair it with a beanie, okay? I gave A-Team a beanie yesterday. All right, and now I have a bunch of beanies. So which beanie should I do with the shirt? We got this black one. This is my favorite one. That's nice. This one's cool as shit. White, very cool. Green, all green out with the black letters. Philadelphia Eagles, pretty cool. All right. This is the regular Eagle logo, not the Kelly Green logo. Pretty cool there. And then 2 of these. So maybe I'll do one of these for the giveaway today. I'll kind of let the winner pick their hat if they want. They can pick whatever hat they want. By the way, look at what I got. So after wearing the Kangol the other day on the show, I'm like, I like these Kangos. Look at the green. I got the Eagle green Kangol. Going Kangol. I'm going Kangol for the giveaway, boys and girls. I'm going Kangol. I'm going freaking green Kangol. All right, here we go. Let's do the drawing now. Appreciate all of you guys for being in here. How do you gift members? I don't exactly know, honestly. People do it. James Carver used to do it. I don't exactly know how to it's in the super chat button, Don says. Yeah, I don't know. Yo, Flex says, Anders, wow, you guys should see what I ordered. So I'm fully in prep mode. Now, I'm not going overboard yet. All right, let's see what this team does. But if we do have a parade on Broad Street this year, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. It's going to be a lot of fun. Big Z is going to be rocking a Kelly Green down there. I'm hoping to meet up with all of our great subscribers who do go to the parade. If we got a parade, you all better be flying in from the people who aren't in the city. You all I see it's going to be so hard for me because I'm going to have to be live on the channel and then also be at the parade. So I got to figure all that out. That's going to be a little bit stressful, but I'll figure it out. No worries. Q says, any giveaways for subscribers? Q, it's hard to do because YouTube doesn't tell me every one of my subscribers. So like all these channels that give away subscriber gifts, I hope I'm not breaking their secrets, but it doesn't, you have to, there's a setting on YouTube you have to have that shows that your subscriptions are public. The default setting though on YouTube is that it's not public. So like if you subscribe to my channel, it doesn't really show me. Like we have 50,100 subscribers. I can't look at the list of 50,000 names. I can't. I can look at the ones who have public subscriptions, but the members is an easy way for me to give back to the people that support the channel. Dio, by the way, you became a legend member, man. That was really dope. You appreciate that. Appreciate our legend members. For the JAKIB Christmas giveaway, that's going to get you 5 entries. So thanks for being a legend member and and those who are family members as well. Abe, I know you're a family member. A-Team is in here. He's a legend member as well. So a lot of cool. SMD says we need to have a JAKIB Media meetup. We can go hiking or skiing. I don't think you're going to get a lot of people to ski. I'm a skier, SMD. Stacy gifts a membership. Very cool, Stacy. So who got the gifted membership? Stacy, you should become a member yourself too. You're not a member yourself. Can I see in the chat who got gifted the membership? Corey Beasy was gifted the membership. Okay, here we go. Add Corey in here. All right, cool. We got a new member here. Very cool. I appreciate that. Stacy for checking in and supporting the channel. I added the gifted member. Stacy, you're not a member. I hope you weren't trying to become a member yourself and then you just ended up gifting one. Brandon says my chances are dwindling. Brandon, this is the thing. So right now we're getting a lot of members and it's great. All right. It's great. Okay. The real people, the real giveaways, which are now, but that's why I'm doing giveaways all through the off season because, you know, I've had people like I had one guy, Spa City. I mean, Spa, if you're listening, come on, Spa. Spa won a Saquon jersey and then he canceled his membership. I'm like, you were a member for 1 month and then you can't. I guess that's going to happen when when you do this. It's part of it. That's fine. But the idea is not just to create a cultivate a fan base that only is here for giveaways. It's here for the content, for the community, for the people you talk to in the chat, to listen to the shows. The idea is to build it all up. So if it's within reason and you continue to support the channel with memberships, then I'll be able to keep giving them away. So all through the offseason, your chances will continue to increase, Brandon. And I think I'd like to give away stuff till every freaking member wins something. That would be the great goal. Tyler Braswell, member for 22 months. Excellent, Tyler. That's one of our longest ones for sure. I think Takeem Hilton might be our longest. No, and Miguel Lara is our longest. Takeem is our second longest. All right. All right. So this is what we're giving away. I'm about to do the drawing now. Must be present to win a Fly Saquon Fly shirt with a hat. All right. And then we'll save some of the best giveaways for JAKIB Christmas, as I said. Stacy says, the $, I can't buy a membership. I never do a gamble. I feel like it's a jinx for me. Come on, Stacy. I appreciate you, though. That's cool of you for gifting a membership out. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let's do this. Any other members becoming a member, I will add. Let me make sure Tyler's on here because that's showing up as a renewed membership. Let me type this in and see if Tyler's on here. Yeah, he's on here. I thought he was. Tyler's been a member for a long time. Yeah, Tyler, you're all the way at the bottom. Look. You're all the way at the bottom because these are all the people who've been a member for a long time. All right, very cool. Let's do this. It's to JAKIB, the channel, man. So obviously both shows are on the JAKIB channel. So it's just to the channel. It's not to a specific show, Cue the God. When you become a member on JAKIB, you're supporting the whole channel. So it's me, it's John, and it's Cilio. It's all three shows. It's not specific to one show. All right, let's do this. Any other members that came through that I missed? No. Tyler Braswell, very cool. Tyler Connors, Stacy gifted one, and I got all you guys. Jay Perfect became a member as well. So very cool. Perry Turnbull says, how do you become a member? There should be a join button down below, Perry. There should be a join button down below. Mad Bird said, when's the Christmas show? I'm still deciding on the day. It's not going to be on Christmas Day. Mad Bird, I don't take many days off, all right? And I'm taking Christmas Day off this year. We're going to have no shows on Christmas Day. I've had work on Christmas the last three years, which I'm not complaining about, but Christmas is our favorite holiday in our family. All my family gets together, all my siblings. So I'm going to take the day off, man. I'm going to set up some content on the channel on the 24th. To air on Christmas, but we're gonna have no shows. Channel's gonna be shut down on the 25th, man. Gonna be shut down on the 25th. Christmas is my favorite holiday, so Thanksgiving's a good one too. Flex. Q the God becomes a member. Awesome, Q. I appreciate it, man. Very cool. Q the God. I like that. Interesting name. Cool. Ryan says Christmas stinks. A couple people were asking for my other channel link. You guys want my other channel link? I'll drop it to you, man. Episode's going to be coming soon there. I'm working on it now. Kevin Savard gives me maybe the best excuse to ever to like Canada. I'm a big hockey guy. I love hockey. Grew up playing hockey. It was my sport. Love hockey. And Canada did give us hockey. Americans are becoming better at hockey than Canadians, but Devin, the other channel, it's not for anything. I'm launching the Zander Krause show, which is still going to be a JAKIB show, but it's going to air on its own channel. So hit that subscribe button on there. I will give you guys the tidbit of on Christmas giveaway. You must be subscribed to that channel to win. All right. It's going to happen. Everything happens on JAKIB, but subscribe doesn't cost you a dime. Doesn't cost you anything. You got to subscribe over there to win. Shouldn't you want to ship out the gifts so they get there by Christmas? Joe, I'd like to do that in a perfect world, but I think people are going to be happy to get the gifts whenever they get them. I delivered one yesterday. The other guy who won on Monday should already get his Jalen Hurts jersey probably by Friday. Shipped that out on Tuesday. So a lot of people will get them. That's why I'm doing a bunch of giveaways this week, Joe. I'm trying to kind of balance both all through the end of the season. I'm more viewing it as the football season. All right. Q, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that a lot. All right. Jesus, leave him alone. He's trying, man. Chip Tooth, you can't always win, man. You can't. Exactly, Twiz. Christmas is every day here on JAKIB. I'm liking this green Kango, by the way. You guys fuck with the Kango or what? You guys, I'm about to be bald in a couple years, so I might be going I might be following in my dad's footsteps and going with the Kangas. All right, where's my freaking thing? All right, let's pull it. Here we go. Start. We got one winner. As you guys can see, you must be present to win. So if we pull a winner and they're not here, we'll pull again. We'll pull again. All right. Confirm. Here we go. We'll go three. We'll go three shuffles per usual. There's one shuffle. There's two shuffles. Hey, there's Flex. What's up, Flex? There's the great Flex. A-Team says I'm bald already. A-Team, I'm not far behind you, my friend. And three shuffles. Chip Snyder. There's Chip. El Yepa. What's up, El Yepa? I think I saw you on the show a little earlier today. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Famu. I haven't seen Famu. We might have another redraw. Fam, are you here? Yepa's here. What's up, Yepa? What's up, Terry Hayes? Terry, very cool of you to gift those memberships out, bro. That's really dope. That's really dope. Your Saquon jersey's on the way, Terry. Terry won one of the Saquon jerseys. Famu, are you here? Famu, 1, 2, 3, 4. Famu ain't been here all day. You guys are right. Sig Lord's here. What up, Sig? Sig, are you ripping Sigs right now? Chris Rose is in here. All right, new winner. You got to be present. If you're not present, I'm not giving you much time. Another cousin comment. I can promise you none of these people are my cousins. My cousins don't support me like you guys do. In fact, don't tell my cousins this, but I might love you guys more than I love my cousins. Siblings, no. Cousins, maybe. Terrence, you didn't win. All right, here we go. Another pull. Another pull. Any new members? Any new members? Nothing. Any new member will be added. All right. One winner. Here we go. Confirm. Cue the God. There you go. You're added. One shuffle. Cody's nuts. There he is. The nuts are in. Two shuffles. Christopher Darker. There's Crowley. What up, Crowley? Rock steady. Deep fried. He's on there. Three shuffles. Philly Birds and Beers. Tanner. Brian. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Gregory 1967. Are you here, Gregory? I don't think so. Eagles all day. You didn't win. You're here, but you didn't win yet. Next. I love the comments. Next. I don't have I ever seen the Gregory in the chat? I don't even think I've seen the Gregory in the chat. Is this this guy might be gifted. See, this is why Terry, please don't take this the wrong way. I love gifted memberships, but the problem with gifted memberships is you can't pick who to gift them to, and they give them to random subscribers. And then I'm like, I don't even know if these fucking people are here every day. I wish if you gifted a membership, it gave it to people that were in the chat at that moment. That's what I wish, but Gregory, you're out. The gifts do make it fun. You're right. All right, here we go. We're rolling through. We're rolling through, all right? We're up to 10:30 already. Zander time is going into rarefied air. No, Terry, you don't suck. That's not what I was saying. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're going to love your jersey, though. It's really good. Really nice friggin' jersey. I can't wait to give out the Quinion Mitchells, too. One shuffle. Daz, there he is. Is Daz still in here? Yeah, Daz in here. YouTube is lacking on features. Joe Whip, you're not a member. That's disappointing. That's disappointing, Joe. You're not in here. Oh, Terry's playing zombies. Terry, me and you're going to have to link up on there, play some zombies. Tim, what up, Tim? Three shuffles. Shay, No Limit. I thought No Limit was in here. All right, here we go. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. TK Washington. I see TK. I don't know if he's here, though. He's been on the channel recently. TK, are you out there? TK, are you out there? Next. Next. I love the people who say, no, this is a guy. TK's not a girl. TK's a guy. Next. TK, are you out there? Bruce Banner's like, who the fuck are these people? They're members, man. They're supporters of the channel. TK, you're out of here, TK. LeMayo, here we go. 3 shuffles again. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Again, run it back. Run it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jay Perfect. I think Jay's here. Jay became a member like a second ago. Jay, you got to be here. You became a member today. Did you re-up your member or did you become a member today? I thought you were a member in the past. Jay, I think Jay's here, this guy. He rejoined. He rejoined today. Jay's, he's got to be here. No, he didn't just win. Jay's never won. Jay's never won. Someone tag him. Is he in here? I don't want to boot somebody that's actually in here. A-Team says, shuffle that, John. Gifted. Next. No, he wasn't gifted. He wasn't gifted. Come on, Jay. Are you motherfucking kidding me? 9:46 he became a member. That wasn't even that long ago. It was in the last 15 minutes of the show. I love it. I love everybody. Run it, run it, run it. Next, next, next. He's taking a deuce. Probably does. Not here. Did you guys try tagging him in the chat? Try tagging him in the chat. He's not here. He ain't here. He gone. McMullen pissed him off. Agreed. All right, you're done, Jay. Jay, I thought you were winning, brother. Jay, look, he's right here. Literally one of our newest members. Jay Perfect, gone. All right, it's too long anyway. The point of must be present is you gotta be here. All right, you gotta be here. 3 shuffles and we're going again. 1, 2. Boda. There he is. I love Boda. Kikoa. 3. McMullen. NJ Fishing. Rich Nut. There you are, Rich. Start. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. T. Surrey in 72. What the fuck? Why don't I know any of these names? I read our chats all damn day. Dirty Air. Next. And we got a new member. You'll be added in because I don't think this guy's here. T. Surrian. You're gone, T. Surrian. I haven't seen you in months. All right, we got a new member we're adding. Who's the new member? How do I spell this? Team Macho Man. Nice name. Team Macho Man has been added. And Mesmerized. Mesmerized. Appreciate that, Mesmerized. Mesmerized. There he is. All right. 2 new members. Very cool. Appreciate you guys becoming a member. Everyone throw batteries at Zander. Fuck you, James Jones. We're about to slap the shit out of your football team this weekend. James Jones, we're about to slap the shit out of the Washington Communist. Your team is the Commanders, dude. It's the worst name in the history of all sports franchises. The Commies. I mean, who the fuck picked that? It's fitting for Washington, D.C., though. Here we go. 1 winner. Confirmed. The new members were added. Mesmerized. Team Macho. Cue the gods in here still. 3 shuffles. 1. Bob Brown. 2. 3. You know, your odds are good to win right now. I don't think there's a lot of members in here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue ball. Q, are you out there? Q's one of our better members. Q, are you here? Not here. Didn't see Q today. I haven't seen Q today either. Q, are you out there? Get him out of here. Black says, get him out of here. You guys want to hear this is how you know it's not Zander bias. There's 3 people that, after Abe won yesterday, I'm excited Abe won, by the way. Jeffrey Benedict checks in. He says, next. Jeffrey, you're not even a member. You're not even a member, man. You're not even a fucking member. How could you do me like that, Jeffrey? We don't want to hear LOL. No, you don't. That's fine. I won't tell you who I want to win. I want the great people who have supported this channel for a long time to win. I want everybody to win, honestly. I don't care who wins. I just want the great people to win, and I like giving back to the people. Jeffrey says he's joining now. Well, Jeffrey, if you're not playing, I'll wait. I'll put you on the list. We'll see, though. Jeffrey, are you an all-talk kind of guy? Are you an all-talk kind of guy? You tell me. You tell me if you're an all-talk kind of guy. Yeah, I want Flexen to win too, honestly. I want Flexen and Twiz to win. Flexen and Twiz are really OG supporters. We got a lot of OG supporters. They're not the only 2. All right, Jeffrey, I'm waiting on you then. The whole chat's waiting on you, so don't get the chat mad at you, Jeffrey. Eric says, what the fuck? Philly Don, I'll search you. There you are, Philly Don. You're on here, brother. Boom, there's A-Team. There's A-Team, the legend I met with yesterday. No, SMD, I was going to put you 3rd, all right? See, this is why I can't say shit, because, yeah, everybody holds it against you. The system hates you, Twiz. The system is corrupt against you, Twiz. What we rolling for? Same gift as yesterday, man. The Saquon jersey and a hat. You're going to pick a hat. I'm doing all the jerseys at the same time for the Christmas, other than the Jerome Brown jersey. We're going to do that. We're going to do that on Cilio's show because it's Jerome Brown. That's sick. I want a refund. SMD, you haven't bought shit from me. In fact, I sent you a jersey that ultimately might go down as one of the worst Eagles jerseys in mankind. SMD, should I out you? Should I tell them the jersey that we gave you when you won a giveaway back in the day, like 3 or 4 years ago? SMD requested an Aaron Sipas jersey. SMD, you going to get beat up for that one. An Aaron Sipas. Jeffrey Benedict. He's in. He's in. Let's go, Benedict. That's cool, bro. Jeffrey Benedict. Did I spell Benedict right? Yeah, I did. I got some history with that name. I got some history with a Benedict, if you know what I'm saying. Here we go. All right, we're pulling. Benedict's added. Anybody else adding? Any other grays adding? Yeah, the iPhone, Jeffrey. The iPhone makes it a pain in the balls to do it. All right, here we go. 1 winner. Let's go. 3 shuffles. Up to 312. 1 shuffle. 2 shuffles. 3 shuffles. SMD, I want my money back from Huck and Fott. See, that's how you know you're an OG. But that money didn't come to us, SMD. Are you kidding me? Start. Come on. I'm feeling a winner here. I want a winner. 2, 1. Brian Grensick. This is a great member. This guy comments all the time. He was in here yesterday. He's on Cilio all the time. Brian, are you out here? Not you, Brian Fleming. Should I go members only? Get him out of here. I love when yesterday ain't today. Yo, Jeffrey, if that ain't the fucking truth, my friend. If that ain't the truth, I'm going members only in the chat. Joe Whip, you're out of here. I'm not mad at Joe Whip, though, because he bought a JAKIB Polo, so he still supports. He still supports. I'm going members only, though, in the chat. It's time to get this skullduggery out of here. Jalen got Zander wearing Kangaroos. Yes, he did. He did start it, but to be fair, No Limit, if you don't know, my dad's the king of Kangaroos. He's got like literally 500 Kangaroos. I'm not even kidding. I'm actually not kidding you. He has every Kango known to man, basically. So I grew up around them a lot. That's where this came from. I called my dad. I'm like, you got any Kangos I can wear before I buy some? Devin, dope. He's rocking the JAKIB hat right now at work. Love it, man. Love it. Yeah. Chip nose. Kango G. All right, here we go. Don't be a gray. I like it. That's the new Grensick. You're done. You're done. You're done. Anybody else want to become a member? Jeffrey Benedict is in here. Did he? Daz, you like the Sills Grinch post? That's pretty funny. All right, here we go. One winner. Confirm. One shuffle. Two shuffles. Jeffrey, there you are. Three shuffles. All right. Fleming, there you are. Can we get a fucking... There's Pumper. Come on. Can we get a fucking winner here? 3, 2, 1. Jason 18. He wins again. Holy shit. A-Team, you're winning. I know A-Team's in here. The people aren't going to be happy about this, Jason A-Team. I'm going to be taking my ass right back up to 309. Come on, A-Team. I know you're in here. Brandon says next. Quick. Look, here he is. This is true. A-Team never won a drawing. He never won a drawing. He won the Super Chat contest where the people picked A-Team. Let me show people the picture of A-Team because now they're saying that we're cousins, A-Team. Look, where is it? Let me find the picture. I love this picture, by the way. A-Team. There it is. He won the fucking drawing. All right, here's what I'm going to do for A-Team. All right, let's think of something here. Jason A-Team says he's high as shit. All right, Jason, that's fine. You can do whatever you want to be, bro. That's cool. What? A-Team, what are you thinking right now? What's going through your head? Because let me make this full picture. That guy's not my cousin. That's not my cousin. Look, he's got the Hurt Season hat on. That ain't my cousin. Great picture, though. Great picture. A-Team. So A-Team won a sweatshirt, as you can see, and a hat. All right. All right. Do I upgrade A-Team to a jersey? Do I upgrade A-Team to a jersey? I think maybe I upgrade A-Team. SMD, what are you talking about, SMD? You're saying crazy shit in the chat right now. I don't buy anything we advertise. Our advertisers keep us on the air. What are you talking about? I think I upgrade them. I think I fucking upgrade him. Brandon, I love Brandon because Brandon's all about the people. He's like, upgrade him, give it away, do it. I love it, Brandon. That's cool spirit, bro. Upgrade. See, I need to be like more like Pat McAfee and think of some stuff on the fly where you can like double or nothing or something like that. 2 in a row, I think, does deserve an upgrade. Well, you didn't buy anything from me, SMD. I don't own those companies. All right, A-Team. First off, A-Team, let me ask you, what size jersey do you prefer? I'm upgrading A-team. All right. All right. Who wants me to be a real man of the people? All right. If I upgrade A-team, you know what that means? It means that we're giving away A-team. You got to tell me what you want. It's all up to you. Do you want the Saquon jersey with the hat? Or do you want the Saquon shirt? I have a large and a 2X left. No, you cannot say either, Jason. I know you're high. You can't default to this, Jason. You cannot default. If you upgrade to the jersey, then I will do a Football Friday giveaway tomorrow. Or do I do another drawing now? See, tomorrow will be fun because then I can do 5. I'll say we have 5 straight days of giveaways. A-team, I know you want the jersey. Come on, man. Come on, jersey. Come on, A-team. Bro said same smile. LOL. Yeah, I don't have the best smile. I don't really care, though. Large. All right, A-team. So this is what I have for large jerseys. All right. I got Quinion. Let me look at my list. Let me look at all my jerseys. All right. Now you got to get me in this. All right. I got a Quinion large. I have a Quinion large, and I have 3 Quinion larges. The only other large I have is a Saquon, but that was going to be for the Saquon giveaway, but I could give you that. If you want the Saquon, I'll give you Saquon. All right, Jason. Am I getting haters now? Jason, you're making haters now out of me. Now everybody's hating. SMD, I have said consistently that if you win, you don't get removed from the list. The only thing you can't win twice is like the Barkley jersey when he hits 125. If you won that, you're not going to win that again because I already sent you a Barkley jersey. Yeah, A-team wants Barkley. All right, A-team. And since everybody's pissed off, this is what I'm doing. All right, because you just can't have you can't win with you guys. All right. He wants Barkley. He's getting Barkley. Look at this. Beautiful, stitched, Kelly Green, Barkley jersey. Sick. All right, this is what we're doing. A-team, I love you, brother. I'm going to have to drop off that too. I'm doing another drawing right now. All right. I'm doing another drawing right now. And I'm doing it for the Fly Saquon Fly shirt. And tomorrow, I'm doing a Football Friday giveaway. All right. I'm doing a Football Friday giveaway tomorrow. And what I'm going to do tomorrow, because we got some comments on this, is this. Give me the large. Okay. I'm giving away this tomorrow. All right. This is the Salute to Service hoodie. So you got the tags on it. Got the Salute to Service. It's got the patches on the side, the American flag, and the NFL patch. This thing is fire. Straight Nike. Fresh hoodie. All right. I'm going to give that away tomorrow. You guys are cis pots. SMD, especially you. I'm disappointed in you, SMD. The cis pottery coming out of you today is unbecoming. It's unbecoming. All right. All right. Let's push the Fly Saquon Fly to tomorrow, and we'll do a drawing right now for this. Okay? You guys want this, or you want the Fly Saquon Fly giveaway right now? What do we want? If I win, I expect Zander to drive it to Texas. I'll do that. No, I won't do that. All right, hoodie. Hoodie it is. Anthony says Saquon. Hoodie. Salute the service. All right. All right, this is my favorite hoodie. This is the one I'm thinking about keeping. I do have like 5 or 6 of them, so I'm going to do a bunch of them. No, you don't have to be a vet to wear this. I mean, it would be great if somebody was a vet and they won. Obviously, I love our veterans. I'm a big supporter of our veterans. My brother's a veteran. Jacob loves the A-Team says he's having an amazing week. Yes, you are. You deserve it, man. Merry Christmas to you, brother. You're a great supporter. And by the way, for those who want me to feel bad that A-Team won again, I don't really give a fuck, all right? Because Jason A-Team is a Legend member, which he's paying $25 a month to support this channel. He drops super chats all the time. He dropped a $50 super chat the other day. He's a supporter of the channel. Chan, awesome. Air Force vet. That's really dope, dude. So if you want me to feel bad that A-Team won again, I would say to you, fuck off. All right. Now, let's give away the Salute to Service hoodie. All right. Salute our veterans. SMD wants a Braden Mann jersey. SMD. I can't even find a Braden Mann jersey. They don't make them because who wants a Braden Mann jersey? No, there's no new members. What am I doing? Do we get any new members? This is now an hour on Birds on overtime here on Birds 365. You guys are driving me nuggets today. All right, here we go. All right, another winner. We're picking another winner. Okay. Can we get one more member? Can we get one more member? Air Force rep, Holland. Dope, man. Really dope. I'll take a Namdi. Brian Fleming ripping in the. Check out the Veterans Tailgate in Lot M2. Wow, that's cool. Is that where it is? Keith says, I got work to do today, Zander. Well, Keith, thank Jason A-Team who got the win, and I'm going to give him a Saquon Barkley jersey. I can get Bonds. I was thinking about getting a Bond, but here's my worry. What if he doesn't sign back? I guess it doesn't matter, right? What if he doesn't sign back? All right, here we go. I'm doing another drawing. All you cispots. All you cispots. I'm trying to be Xander Claus, and I got people crying like I'm Grinch Cilia. Holy shit. I don't know who cries more. The people in this chat right now are the people on Cilia when he says Jalen Hurts stinks. Holy shit. 1 shuffle. 2 shuffles. 3 shuffles. Here we go. A-Team, I love you, pal. Don't let these people get to your head. My cousin, my great cousin, A-Team. 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Harv 830. Is Harv here? Is Harv here? We're gonna have another 6 pulls, aren't we? And the winner is Jason A-Team. No, I won't let Jason win this time because he won the jersey today. Harv is on here a lot. He super chats on Cilia like every day. Heard he fell. Big Trag, what up? What up? Cilio cries more when McMullen owns him in a debate. Yeah, nobody cries more than the people that watch Cilia. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Next. Harv, goodbye. You're not in here. Oh, SMD, you are sharing so much fake news. I'm an Army vet. Thank you for your service. Very cool, SMD. I did not know that about you. But this ungrateful civilian named Zander took me out of the drawings because I'm not a Krause cousin. Well, let's fact check. Oh, who's this? We must have 2 SMD Eagles on the JAKIB platform. We must have 2. We must have 2 SMD. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. All right, here we go. Any new members? No one became a new member. I thought maybe we would entice another person to become a member with another giveaway today. I'm running out of shit. I got to go get more shit for the Christmas giveaway now. Confirm. 3 shuffles, all right? 1 shuffle. There she is. Look at that. How fitting. 1 shuffle and SMD comes right to the top. 2 shuffles. Holly, there's Holly. 3 shuffles. Nope, I missed it. 3 shuffles. Philly Don, there he is. Who wants me to look? Rashid? Rashid, there you are. You're on there. All right. Start. Here we go. Come on. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Park Alexander. Is he in here? Is Park here? I'm wearing thin right now. Let me tell you something. I'm wearing thin right now. Let me tell you something. Get him out of here. Next. Q says next. Next. It shows he's here. Uh-oh. Twiz says he has a better shot at hitting the lottery. No, you don't. Twiz, stop. Stop it, Twiz. Stop it. I've given away five things this week now. We gave away 8 Saquon jerseys this year, and I still have 10 jerseys in the chamber, 5 Salute to Service sweatshirts, 6 hats, 7 hats, and 2 Eagles, the hockey sweatshirt type things. So that's 20 out of 300 or whatever it is. I mean, come on. Fucking Twiz. It says Park is here. Is he here? SMD is a ball buster. She really is. This is record Zander time. Yes. We're up to an hour. He ain't showing up. Park. Oh my God. Look who just checked in. Jay Perfect. Fucking Jay Perfect. You got to be kidding me. All right. We're picking a new name. Park, are you here? Park is gone. Park is gone. He's not a bot, NG. He's not a bot. Oh, my God. Look at that. Oh, I feel bad now. Jay Perfect. Your name was drawn and you did not claim. And the people booted you to the side faster than Brian Pumper boots Jalen Hurts to the side. Brandon says he votes to give Jay a prize. I can't give everybody a prize, unfortunately. Dog ate my phone. Oh, my gosh. Look at this crybaby. No, the people booted you to side. The people booted him. Park is parking. Ryan, you're the ultimate pessimist. All right, he's out. I mean, you're done. Let's go. One more. I know the winner's got to be here. I hope it's Jay Perfect, too. There, Keith. There you are, Keith. Keith was crying about some work he has to do today. Senor's in here. Mesmerized. There he is. Jay Perfect is dope. He's a great viewer. Am I in there, Zander? You are, Justo. I look for you every time. Justo, you can trust that I'm not going to take you off, brother. All right, here we go. Ready? That's a good idea. Get him some JAKIB swag. Jay Perfect, I got to do something for you. I got to do something for Jay Perfect. All right, here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. William Fleming Sr. I know he's not in here. This guy's a member on 2 different channels, and he already won a Saquon jersey, and he gave it to his grandson. I have the picture of it. I posted it on JAKIB. I know he's not here. Jay Perfect, I got to do something for you, Jay. I got to do something for you. I got to do something for you. I'll come up with something for you, Jay. Don't worry. I try and do something for all the people. William Fleming, you're gone. I know you're not in here. William is a late watcher. That's how I know. Brian Fleming's uncle, maybe. Brian, is that your uncle or your grandpop or something? Shuffle time. Holy shit. Even Zander's tired of Zander time right now. You guys must be freaking on thin ice. You guys must be hanging on by a thread. How many people are watching right now? 300 still. Holy shit. Confirm. Jay, I'm going to do something for you, bro. Don't worry, man. I'm a man of my word. I promise. I'll do something for you. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Give me Flex or Twiz or SMD to shut her up. Give me Brandon Howard. Give me Bruce Banner, Big Trag. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this system fucking broken? This guy just fucking won. I'm gonna need to refresh the page. I need to refresh the page. I need to go back and refresh. Let me copy these names. Park, you're out of here. Fucking refresh this fucking thing. Salute the service. Anybody can go and search this site. I can't rig this thing, all right? The prize system doesn't stink. Fuck, you guys are fucking wrong. This is a great system. If Big Z is tired of Z time, boy, you guys must be fucking. Look at NJ. He's like, this fucking stinks. Oh, I love you guys, man. I love fucking with you guys. And you guys fuck with me more than I fuck with you, all right? Necklace, you're in if you're a member. Jigs up, Zander. That raffle is rigged. Wow, this system sucks. Maybe Pumper will win. 3 shuffles and I'm pulling again. If we get Park Alexander, I'll find a new system. All right? All right, come on. Oh, Abe says, put names in a hat. 3, 2, 1. Chaos the Filthy, are you here? This system run presidential elections as well? No, it doesn't. Maybe. I don't know. Who the fuck knows what they do with that? Is Chaos here? Zander on some... This is the biggest insult you can give me. Zander on some Kabbalah shit. No, I'm not. Stop that. I like this green Kango, though. I got to say. I'm wearing this on Cilio today, the green Kango. I'm wearing this on Cilio. Cody K, I hope you win. Cody K is one of those guys that doesn't make shitty comments. Let's go rapid fire. You're right, Iron. I got to speed this fucking thing up. Confirm. 3 shuffles and we're firing. 3. All right, here we go. Someone get me a Big Z chain. Get me a Big Z chain. Get me some ice like Jalen Hurts. That thing was probably more than a house, that fucking chain. 2, 1. Lou Nonnenmacher. Come on, Lou. I know you're here. I know Lou is here. Lou was just asking if their name is on the list. No, Lou's here. I know, Lou. I know you're out there, Lou. Lou is just fucking here. What are you talking about? Look, I'm going to search. Lou, are you here? Bro, Lou is here literally minutes ago. I know, because he asked me, is my name on the list? Now I can't find the comment. Is he here? Boom. Boom. 21-year retired Navy officer. Boom. Woo. Lou, what size you want? I got larges, extra larges, 2 XLs. Might have a medium. I'm not sure. Lou, what size, brother? I'm pumped the vet got it as well, Chan. Lou is here. Veteran wins the veteran sweatshirt. Salute to service. That is, see, God's got a plan, everybody. God's got a plan. Congrats, Lou. All right, so we did 2 giveaways today. I'm doing one tomorrow too. All right, I'll do the fly Saquon fly tomorrow with the hat. With the hat. Brandon, this constitutes another giveaway. Lex says God's hating. XL is great. All right, let me make sure I got it. Yep, I got it. XL, coming your way. Lou, you got a Twitter? Lou, what do you got? XL is great. I got the XL still right in the bag, right there, Lou. Lou, thanks for being a member. And how should I communicate with you? It ain't a Philly channel if there's no drama. Boy, it ain't if that ain't the truth. If that ain't the truth. Sig Lord, I'm trying to, man. If I keep getting members, I'll keep giving away shit. I'll keep giving away shit. Terrence says I look lit. I ain't lit. I'm just on Zander time, and it's getting me punch drunk. It's getting me punch drunk. Sig, I'm going broke for the giveaway, but I'm going to try and keep doing more. You know, look, I got all these jerseys right here. I'll give all these away. I'm waiting for Lou's comment, though. I want to see how I can connect with Lou. Lou, are you out there? Where's Lou? SMD, you gave me too much shit today. SMD, I'm not giving you a nice response. You gave me too much shit today. You gave me too much shit today. Don't forget this. I'll send you a 30. I saw your chat this morning. I went to bed last night at like 11:45. Keep the chat quiet for Lou. Yeah, not Brandon. Have you ever been on a JAKIB show? Not happening. The chat is never quiet. That's why I love them, though. We got the best. I know there's a lot of good Eagles channels, and I don't take anything away from any of them, but the chats on JAKIB are the best. I'm sorry. I go to the other chat rooms, and they just don't compare. They just don't compare. We got the best chat room. Drop the link for my new channel. I'll drop it. Everyone go subscribe to this new channel, especially if you won. A-Team, you should be subscribed. Lou, you should be subscribed. Brandon Howard, are you subscribed? Did Lou send a message that I missed? Lou, do you have an X account? What's your email? Give me something, Lou. I can give you my email if you don't want to put yours up here. That's completely fine. Lou Nonnenmacher. I like his name too. I knew Lou was here. You guys were telling me Lou wasn't here. Already did. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, A-Team. Thanks, Brandon. For sure the best chat room. Agreed. Jay Perfect. I got to come up with something to do for you. I'm working on it, all right? I'll work on it. I'll work on it. If you guys can promise me one thing, I'll promise you one thing, all right? I love you too, SMD. I hate you, but I love you, if that makes sense, all right? It's like Philly love. It's like Silio love, all right? I love him, but I fucking want to punch him sometimes, all right? If you guys continue to support the channel with memberships and supers and everything that you guys do, I will continue to give away all through the offseason. All through the offseason. Jerseys, hats, sweatshirts, merch, JAKIB merch. I'll do some JAKIB merch. Whatever I can get my hands on, I'll give back to the people. Every week. Every single week. Ryan says my logo is a little McAfee-ish. I don't think that's a problem, Ryan. I do like the neon. I like the neon. I'm waiting for Lou, though. I want to connect with Lou. Because if I don't connect with him now, how am I going to connect with him? Lou, are you out there, Lou? Yeah, 4 reels. I'm looking forward to that, too. For that big 9-9 jersey giveaway. Great show, Z. Keith, appreciate you, bro. Later, man. Thanks for checking in. Redraw. Nope. No redraw today. Yeah, Brandon, they don't like us. That's all right, though. I don't care. The people are more important than anything. Terrence, your name did not get called. And no, I'm not lit. No limits is next. No. Where the fuck you at, Lou? Let me fold this. Lou, I'm looking for your comment. Damn, these salute to service things are sick, though. Look at this. I told you guys, this is my favorite thing we're giving away. I just love these sweatshirts. Salute to service patch. And these are stitched. They got the American flag with the NFL service logo with the camo on the arm. Got the strings. Got the tied up strings. It's brand new, obviously, with the tag on it. Really cool, though. Really freaking cool this year. I think this year might have been one of their best ones. I have the other two. I bought the other two, like in the previous years, for myself. Where's Lou? Is he in here? Did he say anything yet? Why are you not seeing my comments? I'm seeing that one, Lou. I don't see any other ones. Don't worry, Lou. You're the winner. You already claimed it. I just want to make sure I can get your info so I can send it out. Lou, are you local? If Lou's local, I'll drop it, man. I'll drop it. Just like I did for A-Team. I'll drop it like I did for A-Team. Nah, don't tell me there's a rogue mod. I might have to clean up our mod list. There was a couple people that were made mods that maybe shouldn't be mods. See, Flex, I think only you can see who timed him out as a mod. Lou, I see your comments, but you're still not answering what I'm asking you, bro. What's going on? He's commenting, but it's not coming up. I don't know why. I see this one. Grew up. Oh, don't know what that means, but I would assume you're telling me where you grew up. Yeah, Flex. I mean, the other people who aren't wrenches can't see who timed somebody out. I think that's how it is. Okay, he's living in Pensacola. Awesome. I'll ship out your thing, man. I'll ship out your thing. Oh, Cody, you checked out my ZK's garage? I don't post anything on there. Well, I haven't in a while. Maybe I will, though. Yeah, that's my truck on there. I forgot I pinned that to my page, so you guys can check out my other pages. I don't think there's anything on my personal channel, but there is some stuff on my ZK's Garage channel, which I used to just toy around with, having some fun. No, it wasn't you, Cody. You're good. Grew up in Lancaster. That's cool. All right, Lou, I'm not seeing your comments, so you see mine, okay? Zander at jakibmedia.com. That's the email. It should show. I'm giving it away, SMD. What are you talking about? I'm not selling it. SMD says, can you put the items for sale you're giving away? I like to take one, I'll just buy one. That's not the point, SMD. I'm not a retailer. I'm giving away stuff to the people. All you got to do is support the channel and you have a chance to win. Yeah, right. Everyone send your address. Maybe something will end up at your doorstep. Zander Claus, you never know where he's going to pop up. You never know. We still have 260 people on here, which is crazy. Lou, we need your social security. That's pretty funny. Is Lou putting messages in here that are not coming up? SMD, man, you are just in one of them moods. SMD. Lou, I don't know why your comments aren't coming up. It's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I've never had someone's comments not come up. He might be older. Maybe that, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, they don't know how to use social media. Lou, did you get my email? I guess you can't answer me. No one timed him out. I looked. Oh, maybe Brandon. Yeah, but he's not put. Lou, just put anything regular in the chat. I don't. Last comment I got from Lou was this. I like his name too, Lou, with the L-E-W. It's not L-O-U. That's cool. Lou, get an iPhone. Yeah, yesterday I was chirping Apple as I come to you from an Apple computer with another Apple computer here from an Apple iPhone. I'm like, yeah, I can't really chirp them too much. My takeaway of the day is that I might become a Kango guy. Check your email. I didn't get an email. I'm on my email right now. Nothing. This is weird. Lou, I got your prize. You claimed it. I'm not saying you didn't claim it. I'm just trying to figure out how to get in touch with you. A-Team, congrats on the Barkley jersey. Is Lou real? I think so. Said he lives in Pensacola. Lou said, step your shit up. What is that? Oh, he's here. See, he's here. Lou, I'm not busting on you. The chat's busting on you. I'm just trying to make sure I can get you your prize. Lou, did you see my email? Hit me with a yes or a no. Abe, I cannot do that. I'm sorry. I did that for Jason because he was a double winner. I guess that's a little unfair, but sorry, life ain't always fair, Abe. Life ain't always fair, Abe. The only reason I did it for Jason is because people were pissed that there was the same winner, which is going to happen, which is fine. So I wanted to do another giveaway today for the other people. So I got Jason A-Team won the jersey today, and then I gave away, obviously, the Salute to Service sweatshirt, and then I'm going to do the Fly Saquon Fly shirt with a hat tomorrow. All right? So 5 straight days of giveaways. 5 straight days of giveaways on JAKIB. Oh, God. I can confirm Lou is old. He lives in Pensacola. Florida's dope. Cody K, what's up, Cody? Zander, you and your dad make me want a Kango. Reminds me of Krause in Resident Evil 4. I'm not familiar with. Is that the video game? Is that a video game, Resident Evil? Let me go look at Lou's channel. Where are you at, Lou? I got him here. Go to channel. That's pretty cool. Just sent you an email. Let me check. Lou, are your systems broken? Because I'm not getting an email. Or my system's broken. Where the fuck's my phone? Lou is real. I looked at his page. Whoa, all these people are following me on Instagram. I don't use my Instagram at all. I got too much shit. I'd rather use YouTube. I like YouTube and Twitter. That's what I like. Instagram sucks. Lou, I didn't get an email, dude. I wonder if my email's broken because I told what's his name. No, I sent messages this morning. M. Ray says, I've been tagging you in shit for months. On Instagram, dude? Why? Tag me on Twitter, M. Ray. Are you okay, I got it, Lou. I got it, Lou. Lou, I got it. I got it. I got you, Lou. Yep, I got it. All right, I got him. Lou, I'm going to send your thing out. And we're in Florida, so I can't hand deliver to you. A-Team, I got to figure out if I can't deliver it today. I got too much shit going on. Can't deliver it tomorrow. I'm not going to be around. Saturday, I'm not going to be around. Sunday's a busy day. Next week's Christmas. A-Team, I'll figure that out for you. Maybe I might have to ship it. Might have to ship it. How long does it take to ship something 20 minutes up the road? 25 minutes up the road. An autographed Kango? I got to get my own collection of Kangos. All right, cool, A-Team. I'll let you know, bro. I'll let you know, man. Trag, I just told you I'm fucking busy, bro. Good night. What's up? Why is everybody so testy today? I need to put this background back up. Look, this is everybody. Put Big Trag's head on instead of Sils's. Dad says if you use the post office, probably 3 months. 3 days for it to go up the road is just crazy work. All right, I gotta go. Holy shit, Zander time is going on too long today. Zander time is going on too long today. Jason, don't bow down to the mob who wants to be mad at you for winning. Congratulations on your victory, and thank you for all your great support of our channel. It means the world to me. Get a map, Z. A nap. I don't need a nap, Flex. What the fuck are you talking about? A nap. Do I look like the kind of guy that takes naps to you, Flexing? Seriously. Flex, if you had to think of what somebody looks like that takes naps. All right, I'm going. I'm now talking in shambles. Naps. Abe says naps are for kids. I don't know. There are a lot of people who take naps. I've never been a napper. I can't take naps. And Big Drag, I love Santa Krause. I like Zander Claus better, but Santa Krause is good too. Flexing, that's who you're in the room with, man. You and M. Reyes are the nap takers. James Jones, I miss naps. I got too much work to do, man. I got too much shit going on to take a nap. All right, I'm leaving though. This is almost a national football show length Birds 365. That's pretty absurd. I got to post this podcast up. I got to get out of here. All right, Lou, I got your email. Jason A-Team, congrats, bro. Appreciate you, man. Great meeting you. One of the highlights of the season so far for me is meeting our viewers. Hopefully we have a big-ass parade. I got the Quignon jersey. Stay tuned, everybody. All right? Don't bail on me because you didn't win today. You'll get it one. Brandon, one's coming your way. Flex, I feel it for you, bro. Twiz left. All right. I guess this would be fun. A 24-hour stream I could follow. Who does that? Who's that kid? That streamer kid that did like 30 days straight. That kid's insane. I like him, man. He's a hustler. He's a smart dude too. What's that kid's name? Kai Kanat or however you say it. Yeah, Kai. He's dope, man. 30 days straight. 24-hour stream on JAKIB. I'd have to get 24 giveaways and we're doing a giveaway an hour. We do a giveaway an hour. Philly Don says, do I sleep? 5-6 hours, Philly Don. I'm good with that. 5-6 hours. I'm Gucci. Oh, Big Trag. That's a pause and a half, my friend. Big Trag. Big Trag, you might have just changed the way I look at you forever. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, 24 hours would be pretty lit. Did Bad Dog do that? Is that the Giants guy? Bad Dog? Is that who? I think I know Bad Dog. He's the... Yeah, I know. I think I know Bad Dog. I don't stay up to date with all the other teams. I know all the Eagles channels, but I don't stay up to date with all the other teams' channels. Cody K, you're not in Philly? I'll keep my phone charger on a 24-hour stream. What should I do for Jay Perfect? Send him a beanie or something? A piece of JAKIB merch? Hanover, got you, Cody. So you're not too far out. Bad Dog is Mad Dog because the Giants stink. Wow, that's cool, SMD. Yeah, I think that makes sense. A beanie with some JAKIB merch. I think that makes sense. Jay, I'm going to do something for you, all right? Just give me a second. I got to organize everything because what we've now done is I had all the stuff for the JAKIB giveaway for the Christmas, and I'm dipping into it. That's what I'm doing with the jersey. So I want to get more stuff, make sure I got everything I want for the Christmas giveaway. And I'll figure out what to do. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know yet. I don't know exactly what to do yet. I just want to do something that creates a fun environment for the people, gets us all in the Christmas spirit of, I just want to give back. I mean, I just want to give back to the people. I love you. I really do love you guys. I know it might sound corny or cheesy or whatever, but I work hard on this, and you guys watching it is ultimately what is the justification for it working and making it a viable plan for my life. So I appreciate the fucking of all of you guys. Ryan says, Zander, get out of here and go work on your goalie game. No, Ryan, that's maybe the one part of my life that doesn't need work, Ryan. I was an excellent goaltender. Abe says, Zander, you got to have to do the live at the parade. I know, Abe. That's going to be tough to deal with, man, because you got to stay on the channel. I got to keep that flowing, obviously, because that's my business. But Flex and taking that. Fuck you, Flex. All right, goodbye, everyone. Don't be this guy. Don't be the Grinch, even without a net. Brandon, I agree. Brandon, thanks, man, for becoming a member. It's been fun. I don't know how long, Brandon, you've been watching the channel, but you've been a fun addition the last couple of days, man. It's been cool seeing your comments. And yesterday was cool when you said if we get you some new members, and then you gifted them. That was cool, man. That was really dope of you. And I think you were over there the other day when someone was bitching at me in some other chat. I'm like, dude, quit crying. I'm here to listen to the press conferences, not cry to you. Lil Chris, that's that guy, Lil Chris. He's the biggest JAKIB hater. Lil Chris. Lil Chris. Lil Chris doesn't want to see JAKIB win. Fuck him. Bitch. All right. M. Reyes, are you going to fly to Philly if they win? You going to fly to Philly if they win, M. Reyes? All right. Goodbye. You know, the one thing I do here, I like these, the nicotine things. That's my vice. The nicotine. I use the mints, though. I don't use those dumbass Zin pouches. Fucking stupid, those things. I like these knick-knack mints. Me too, Jay. Unless I go to the Super Bowl. No, that's why. Yeah, see, I'm right. There's a lot of those people. That's why I got to figure it out. Because I don't want to not be live on the channel. The people need me to be live. I mean, I'm not going to not be live. So I got to figure it out. I'll figure it out, though. I ain't worried about it. All right. See you guys. Appreciate you all. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support, man. A lot of fun. Congrats to Jason A team. Congrats to Lou. Lou, I'll email you back in a second. Appreciate all you guys. Later, everybody.
You've been listening to Birds 365, the destination for the passionate Eagles football fan who bleeds green. If it's Eagles football, we're talking about it. Debate inside the locker room and guests that are some of the greatest football minds from around the region. We hope you enjoyed the show. We know we had a blast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with us on social media at JAKIB Sports. See you next time on Birds 365.